Okay, we should be coming back into live in just a moment. Rebooting everything. I don't know why it says stream start. I definitely hit be right back, but that's okay. Let's see. Gotta reboot the chatbot. Let's get another seed in here, chat, while we're waiting. So that was super unfortunate. So when the computer crashes, I do not keep any of my saves. So all the progress we just made is for nothing. So make another seed. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about that, chat. I think we're almost back up and running. Yeah, that was super, super, super unfortunate. So we lost all of our progress. There's nothing that can really be done about that. I'm just making sure the chatbot probably have to do the change I just did again. One moment. So don't run any commands for a second. I just want to make sure it's back up. How do I get this thing to save when it crashes? There we go. Hopefully that's it. You know what? I'm even just gonna close the chatbot just to make sure it legit saves it this time.
This is getting interesting.
Someone has redeemed the cat. So I'm just gonna make a seed real quick and we'll get started again. So super, super, super unfortunate. We were probably about a half hour away from completion, but we still have a lot of time left in the stream, so we'll just consider this a redo. It's fine. So let's go ahead and boot up the game, and then I gotta load the seed. I think we should be good to go. I'm gonna leave the solution guide open in case I feel something weird is happening with it, but I'm not otherwise gonna look at it while we're playing. I do like to be surprised. I just don't like to be surprised by no movement for 12 relics. I think I could do without that surprise going forward. Let's go ahead and clear out the randomizer. I did make another seed. Hopefully this should work. We are almost up and running. I just gotta boot up the game and we'll switch back into it. One more second, actually. Let me get the external tools up and running. Much better. Much better. Thanks, type in an exclamation mark help. But I'm just gonna say that's not a command. Was there something you wanted the help to do? I mean, like, I would like light help, but that's besides the point. Okay, so I'm booting up the game. Let's get back into a chat. It'll just be a fresh start at Chaos. It's fine. Let's go back into the game itself. Take 2. Give it a second. There we go. Baby. I mean, it's all up to Ping. Only Ping can answer what he was looking for. Yeah, commands will cover all the stream element commands, and Chaos will cover all the Chaos command. So we're gonna do a new playthrough. I called it Chat Too Strong, Please Nerf. But the tracker, it looks like it's not... Dang. Okay. There we go. It's just being weird. Yeah, 1997, it's been a while. So unfortunately, as I said before, we lost all of our progress because the way if the whole PC crashes, it won't even keep a save. We gotta start over. So I think we're going to basically go up to the Richter fight and then we'll enable Chaos again. So hey, it reset all the prices. There's that, chat. Like a fresh start. Now for people that just had a little bit of points, it's there. Yeah, it is a little sad. I feel like we were making a lot of progress, but I can't do anything there. I think a Windows update broke it, because I had to wait through a Windows update, which was super unfortunate. But oh well, it is what it is. So I'm gonna minimize as much as possible, just to make sure it's nothing related to that. And there we go. Yeah, I gotta practice this movement. It's like up, down, forward. Wow, I can't even get it with the control stick. I was actually better at that with the D-pad. This thing. I think our visual cue was this column. No, it was before. Oh, it was here. It's this curtain. There it is. There we go. I have the right number of hearts now. No, I don't, but that's okay. I actually have too many of these, so I'm actually gonna chuck a couple of those. Got him. Oh, I walked into him like a dummy. I actually had the perfect pattern, and I just messed it up. That's a shame. I messed that up. That's okay. Oh well. One day I'll fix my opening. I grabbed the cross, which is what I was supposed to do, but I didn't get the damage stack for some reason. And that caused him to live after the Hydro Storm, and that threw me off. I need to know what happens, like what the backup strat is, if that doesn't kill him. Because I think we've mostly been pretty fortunate. We haven't seen it just like fail like that in a while. So I have not started the Chaos commands yet, but I will in a second. I notice I'm now starting with the Fairy Scroll again. So I wonder if they're testing something, and that's why things are not working correctly. It's kind of unfortunate if that's the case. 1 second, chat. We're gonna go ahead and start the Chaos. What is the hitbox on the sword? Hello? Why does that not reach? What? 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 My weapon doesn't work. What am I supposed to do? What is happening? What is happening? The weapon had no hitbox. Oh no. What's the backup strat when... Yeah, chat, I might need a pity. Something is really not working with the randomizer. I think they did something. Like that, she just had no hitbox. I'm like, there's only so much I could do about that. I might have to pity my... You know what, chat? I will pity myself an item. You do not have to spend any points, but that was literally not winnable. I need to at least be able to get past the first warg. Man, that is brutal. Very brutal. Anyway, just let it go off cooldown for now. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have a talk with them because I legit had a weapon with no hitbox. What the heck was that? If that's the kind of thing I expect to see from, like, months ago. You'll think I'll be able to do warg? Not without a weapon. Dang, I have to get through, like, 5 of them, and I can't get hit. There's no way. I'm not getting through it. I don't have enough health. So I'm definitely cheating to get through it. I don't care, chat. I'm not sitting there and redoing it. It's one thing if I can, like, immediately save. Whatever, I'll just keep the Hydro Sword for now. Yeah, that is just way too much to overcome. Hopefully we get to get the damage stack here. Oh, I bumped into him by accident like a dummy. Dang, that would have killed him had I not done that. That's a shame. I think they ripped off the Mr. X intro with this. Not sure what you mean by that. Mr. X. Oh, you mean from Streets of Rage? I would have to think about what year that came out in. And they would have been roughly the same time period, right? Oh no, the first one came out really early. Never mind. I mean, maybe. Yeah, this is actually not winnable. Hold on a second, chat. Give me... I'm just gonna K-equipment myself.
Spin, spin!
Alright, just give me... Hold on a second, chat. I need a weapon. It's like that. I'm not doing this without a weapon. 1 second.
Perfect mayhem!
Hello, God's child. Hope you're doing well.
Spin, spin!
So I have come... I don't know what's happening, but you know what? We're just gonna get rid of this. It's fine. We'll go back to trolling. Hello, Ratsky. Hope you're doing well. So I've had the worst seed opening I have ever seen. And we're trying another one. So I actually just made a randomizer seed just now where I had a weapon with no hitbox. So I was not able to make it to a save point because that's kind of ridiculous. And I think I had like almost negative defense. It's very interesting. But I think we're past that now at least. Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what to say. I've never seen that happen before where a weapon has no hitbox. But hey, we have defense now at least. Because we were taking like, what, 27 from the wargs? So getting through this hallway was like impossible, which is pissed. And no defense, like no thanks. Yeah, hopefully this will be better. I was also in a really weird seed last seed before it crashed unceremoniously, where I managed to get all the way to, not catacombs, but the waterfall. I got to the waterfall with no movement relics, and it was required for me to make the waterfall jump. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I hope it's not something like my original seed is messed up. I hope that is not the case. If so, I'll just get a fresh copy, I think, the next time I play. But it was behaving very strange today. We'll get through eventually, chat. It's fine. Just an early forward to start things off. That's fair. So how'd the race go, God's Child? Hopefully everything went well. Bodied in the corner by bats. Yeah, we'll try things out, see how it goes. Oh, cripple in this hallway? Chat is mean. But I think I could do this. Oof. I don't think it's possible for me to make that jump with cripple. Lifeline speed in 46 minutes? That's pretty quick. Or you came in last, though. Was it more down to routing, or was it like... something crazy happened? As I said before, I'm pretty sure I can't make this with cripple, so we're just gonna wait it out. If it makes you feel better, I'll play terribly. I'll be the worst SotN player, it's fine. Although, truth be told, I'll have to try for that to happen, but that's okay. Oh, hello, Texas Rose, welcome back. Come on, no more cripple. Like to make progress. So close, cripple. Oh, I got hasted right at the last second. That was unfortunate. Okay, well, at least I can make the jump with haste. Now I have to go through this again. Ooh. All relics for a first castle? Wow, that's crazy. I know, that was a great timing on the haste. I was expecting some movement, but not that kind of movement. Our first item is a gauntlet. Interesting. Well, let's get past the no weapon intro. the no weapon, like, what was it, 5 or 6 defense intro? Like, no thanks. No, it's okay, it's funny. I'm not gonna take it personally, chat. It's funny. Let's go through, let's take the mana prism. Holy symbol as first relic. Ooh. Okay. Burke giving away gold to God's Child. That is very kind of him. Another gauntlet. Sure.
Pandemonium! My favorite.
He gave me defense. I'm pretty sure he tried paste statusing if I had to guess. Another cripple. I guess I'm not checking that item unless I could just damage boost through it. I'd like reverse what direction I'm in? Like that? No, it still bumps feet forward. Okay. Not with cripple. The things you learn, chat. Wait, can I even make this jump with cripple? Ooh, cripple, you're brutal. No, I can't make it. How's chat doing? Cripple too strong, chat. Dang, cripple locking me out. Just curiosity. Got time. Can I do this to get into there? Oh, that's what it is? Okay. It's not worth it. That's all I needed to know. It wasn't worth it. Nope, I can't make that jump. Enough of us joined, but it didn't work. Again, it might not be saving the settings because it crashed. So for now, I guess we'll ignore Crucible. Oh no, see, it didn't update. Yeah, it didn't update it again. I'm not sure why it's not updating.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed.
Like, do I have to like just
I can heal the
do a
wounds,
single
but I
command and then
can't
it
heal the
works?
pain.
Okay, going forward, it should work, hopefully, chat. I got heavy help, thank you. Seems I have gold ring, which is interesting. Oops. Gotta get used to haste. And away we go, chat. We'll just go through him, that's fine. Magic missile, okay. Still no weapons, but you know what? We got 2 gauntlets. That's like a weapon. Be fine. You know what? I'm curious. What items here? A gold ring. Well, if it's a sellable, it could be useful. Oh, hello, haste. Trying to get the very tiny finesse jumps. Very interesting while haste is active. Definitely good calls on the commands, chat. It put me on my toes. Like, just not quite able to make the jumps. There we go. Something more normalized. I go ahead and just jump through here. I was hoping he wouldn't drop the poison there. I'm sure there's a better strategy to guarantee he doesn't do that.
Down 100 bajillion gold.
Oh, I got a weapon. Thank you, chat. Warren Blade as a poison executioner sword. Interesting. Sure, we'll save. Not that I really need to do it on this boss, but I guess you never know. I guess I could get thirsted K status. Away we go, chat. Okay, let's see. I don't know what the quite correct position is for this, but something like this.
That's why I think it's
I did not do the spell correctly. That's my fault, chat. Oh, I got melty. Never mind, I don't need the spell. Just want to practice this once. Oh, he didn't die. Okay, there we go. I think I just wasn't holding it down long enough. Thank you for stopping by, Antos. Hope you had fun. Texas Rose with the horde. It should be an interesting hallway. Oh, money bag? Go back for that for sure. Another mana prism, wow. Thirst and this horde is actually a good combination because I could just get healed. Just gonna do a couple jump slices. I got a Chrysogrin? Okay, I mean, yeah, you know, that kind of happened. Hello. Well, this is definitely a very fortuitous start. I think this is the first seed in a while where we've actually had Chrysogrim. The blood spray is extended too. It's very interesting with the word going on. Oh, hello, walls of people.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed.
Thank you for the haste. Let's see, what's down here? There is a cloak up there. Not anything game-changing. We have double jump from Melty earlier. Some good item checks. It looks like... was that bat? I saw red. It is bat. Oh, interesting. Our first bat seed in, I think, ever. I don't think we've ever started with bat. Usually it gives us either gravity boots or the game was cool and it gave us mist twice in a row. Okay. I mean, I think for now I'll stick to haste. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not really great at chains, Wing smashes. That's something I need to practice a lot. For now, we'll take it as is. Go through the hallway. Oh, the bankrupt? Rest in peace, Chrysogrim. I hardly knew thee. Oh no, it's still on cooldown, never mind. Well, hello, Chrysogrim. You're gonna be with me for a while. Until 70k equipments, anyway.
Yes, I did endure.
Oh,
it was so hard not to laugh.
1 second. Controller took a very interesting time to not do the command. That's fine. Good timing, controller. The mix-up is real. I went to bat for him, I'm like, I'm holding up and nothing happened. I didn't even hold jump yet. I don't have Jewel of Open, so I believe I have to go this way. Yeah, I think for now we'll just leave Crucible behind. Chaos looks full. It's just waiting for a command to use it. Oh,
Speed is key nowadays. Speed.
I got super haste. Oh, I don't think we've seen this one yet. And that's certainly a way to go through the area. Interesting.
I'm putting down 100 bajillion gold.
I got a Covenant Stone. Unless it has really crazy stats, I think our Gauntlet is really good. I was just curious if we had any armor or something, but apparently not. That's fine. Just blaze right through them. This is fine. Yeah, Chan, I'll look into the Crucible command, I think, after the stream, since I think it's just an issue where it's just not saving the updates. So I have to see why the chatbot doesn't want to save it. Now we're gonna fight our twin, although I think I've ever done this with Chrysogrim before. I'm wondering if it's free or if that messes up the stun loop. Let's find out together, chat. Oh, he had it. Did he have endurance? Oh, okay. Apparently somebody enduranced him and I was not paying attention. Well, Chrysogrim made that fortunately very free. I think there was an invisible one there, which I'm pretty sure is a bug. So I'll probably mention that to Talik. I could have skipped. Oh, you're right. I could have skipped Doppel. You're right. I'd bet. Good call. But hey, we got the endurance out of the way, I guess. Yeah, it happens. I think this is the first, like, chat can testify. I did not receive bat, like, at all other than chat mercy in, like, 4 hours of streaming. That was either literally the last possible check in Reverse Castle, or it just didn't appear. Question mark. Let's go up here. It is a gas cloud, so I'll take that.
I'm unbeatable.
Activating 4-piece, interesting. Oops. Goggles. Well, let's open up the shortcut. I'm not sure which way it wants me to go yet. I mean, I have bat, so I guess it's very unlikely I'll get Jewel of Open. But who knows? 4 beasts makes me invincible thing for 1 minute. It also gives me, I think, attack plus 20.
Don't expect tricks like that every day. Choo.
We're gonna go ahead and activate that. Let's see, we have bat, so that really only leaves us keep. I could check library in case it does have Jewel of Open or something like that. And it is good to know whether or not it's worth revisiting, because we got an okay amount of cash. I believe we also have 1 sellable, so it's possible we could get something useful, like a library card.
Pandemonium! My favorite!
Thank you, God's Child 6, for subscribing. Kind of surprised by that, but I appreciate it. Oh, chat, I know what's happening. Hold on. I know why it's not working. Hold on. I have a Joy-to key to make the analog stick work, but because the computer crashed earlier, it never turned back on. That explains so much to me. 1 second, chat. I have to redo this. I'm like, wow, I really feel like I'm not getting any inputs. That's kind of silly. Sorry about this, chat. Moment. I was really wondering what was going on with the spell inputs there. I'm like, am I really missing it that many times? That's crazy. That should be much better. Yeah, I would love to use the analog stick just to try it out, because that was the intent originally. Because I'm like, consistently not getting an input. There we go, much better. We're good to go, chat. Thank you for yet another subscription. I don't think I really earned it, but thanks. Alright, so it is working now, at least. Interesting. Oops. Gotta remember, let go late. There we go. Yeah, I gotta teach myself what the SotN timings are. I'm used to playing more like a traditional fighting game, so my instinct is to, like, really spin the stick. Oh, that wasn't worth it. Oh, wait, no, a sprite card. Oh, that was kind of worth it. If I could, like, 5 bubbles, maybe it's okay. So I gotta remember, like, I don't let go of X quite at the same time I hit the direction. Like, I gotta wait a little bit, and it seems to work better. I spin too quickly. Let's see, I also have bats, so I can make this check, I guess. And that is yet another card. Nose Devil? Okay. So I have a couple of emotes, but they're mostly for Streets of Rage when we were playing that earlier. But that also gives you extra gold for Chaos mode, so that works. Not sure why I went here first. I know I am about to go to Librarian, and I don't have Mist. I know better. I think I'm just excited by the chat. I'm not paying attention. Let's go through here for now. Nope, doing it too fast again. That's fine. I gotta learn it. Gotta learn by practicing. Try this again. So hold X, hold up, left, let go. There we go.
My favorite.
Skip his dialogue.
I'm interested in this.
Before I sell that and get gambled, let's see, is there anything even worth getting? Library card for 5k. Life Apple 15k, that's disappointing. Feeds upon enemy souls. I think that's... Is that Warrenblade? Otherwise, I'm not really feeling these. Oh, I could get a cheap shield. Sure.
Thank you.
I'm not really seeing anything crazy. Just regular Onyx is... Oh, improves the power of the cross. Oh, kind of a disappointing shop. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to sell anything for here, unless I really want Power of Wolf. I guess I can get it since I'm here.
Thank you.
I'm interested.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I wasn't really seeing anything too crazy. Full strength potions, maybe. Otherwise, it's like, I guess I'll buy spare shields. Question mark.
Farewell for now.
Anyway, let's equip one of our many spare shields to survive the K equipment. How much was Duplicator? I thought it was 10,000.
What can I do for you?
Did I not read that correctly? Oh, it was 8,000. I didn't have enough anyway.
In this.
I'll hold on to it for now. It is Chaos mode. Yeah, see, chat's already going for the bankrupt. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna get hung up on it. It's fine. I'm just gonna buy the cheap stuff for now. Yeah, I always like to keep at least one gem in the inventory, because if I do get K equipmented, I can at least, like, rebuy things, or if, I I get K-Relict, I can afford the wolf again. Speaking of which, that means my notes are not open. 1 second, because I want to denote where I got some of these items. So let's see. Wolf was at library. That was at... enough. And away we go. Just checking to see if it's still on cooldown. That's fair enough. Yeah, it has kind of a long cooldown. I might change it a little bit. We'll see. Oh, I thought he would die from that. Oh, it needed another half second of fighting. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think K-Relics is for another 20 minutes or so, so I have an opportunity to at least see where the starting relics are. And after that, I'm not sure. Huh. Things actually spawn there. Why did I come here? I don't have mist. I'm autopiloting, chat. I gotta wake up. Duh. Actually, I'm just strategically making sure everything comes off cooldown. That's what it is, chat. You know what? I deserve that weekend. I don't know why I went here. I think I did much better routing in the previous seed. Ooh, hit out of the wing smash. Unfortunate. Got a dark armor. Probably equip that in a second. I have Axe Lord armor now. Impervious to evil attacks. Actually lose attack for doing that? That's unfortunate. I think ours is kind of crazy. I saw a Noglamir, but I'm gonna hold on to that.
My favorite.
Just a little bit. I forget what was Honest. Honest will lock my MP at 5, so I'm not able to use most spells in the game. But we're backdashing for me, sub-weapons only. And I don't have enough MP to wing smash, I don't think. Just enough to use Bath. I could still walk like this, that's fine.
Whoa, what in the world?
Chat using Thirst, interesting call. I'll kill those books, maybe they'll drop something interesting. Oh. Venom. I forget to do that lantern check every now and then. It is a really easy item, and sometimes there is a Manum Prism there. Oh, I should probably get into a habit of checking it. Oh boy, super haste. Oh, see, this almost feels like a debuff.
Like you're gonna be put on ice.
Oh, I see Zarudo has started. What a interesting combination of controls.
Pain, it's better to give than receive.
Wait, what? Wait, is that bug happen? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. No. We gotta talk about this. Did this bug happen again? Did you see what relic was there? Hold on. We might have to report this. Did I not pick this up? I literally backdashed into it. Chat, help me keep an eye on that relic. I feel like that one just leaves our inventory for no reason multiple times. Like, maybe something's wrong with K equipment? I'm not sure. I am 100% certain I picked that up, because I was making a comment before that it is useful to have. Yeah, I'm also going to report the no hitbox weapon, because that was just kind of intense. Okay, so we got blood mana, but I have no HP. I probably actually want to wait this out. Yeah, I think I could get this one.
Better watch your step.
This is the... It's a silver ring. Okay. Silver was one of the bat checks. On, make note of that. Let's continue forward.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day.
Got an Asafune, thank you, Peng. actually don't want to fly too high. So I would like to see what items are here. Library card, please? Library card, nice. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll just fly this way. Let's get the health. Also take the level up. Anything interesting up here? Ocean, a blood cloak. There we go. Gonna bonk our forehead there. That works. Speaking of which, I have a cloak on. Actually gives an okay amount of defense.
With a single breath, they appear! Here they come!
The board has been summoned.
100 bajillion gold!
Things spending my money already. See, that's the chaos I know. They're like, oh, 8K duplicator? Like, gamble. Gamble time. That's kind of what I expected. That was an unfortunate place where I landed. Hey, we'll kill the harpies for XP. Take advantage of the horde. I think I did get weakened, so it doesn't hurt. So, trying to bat through this is kind of interesting. Almost all the way there. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But hey, we'll take the level up. If I had the axe, I probably would have thrown it. Also, this is now pure chaos. Good job, chat. Let me just reset this room. Try again. Sub-weapons only took away gas cloud? Thank you. Okay. I also noticed there was a bug in general where sometimes the sub-weapons only, I lose the sub-weapon I'm holding. I'm not sure what causes that. So I would definitely went through where I had like holy water and then it just disappeared when I had 110 hearts. I'll still dagger for that. I think if there's... I really want to do item checks here. I think we have enough weapons. Like I don't need anything other than the chrysogram. Like I'll check these in case it's a mana prism, but anything else I don't really care about. Oh, well now I care. Now I care a little more. I might go back for those weapon checks. I'll think about it. Well, back to square one, chat. Well, I guess it's good I didn't take them. Oh, I don't think I've ever done this boss unarmed. I can't imagine it's that difficult. Oh, I bonked my head. Wait, what is their strength? What is their strength that I'm not stunning him? Wait a minute, what was my strength that I wasn't stunning him? What? Oh well, I got bodied. That's unfortunate. Oh, I just kind of remember looping him in the corner. I guess due to weekend, I didn't have enough. The more you know, chat. I learned something today. I did not hit the damage threshold. Now I do have Chrysogram back. That's true. Advanced strats. I unfortunately don't think I saved too recently. You're gonna believe the cripple aided in the demise? I mean, it did make me get really close to him. Kind of unfortunate. Oh. Interesting. The tracker didn't reset? Well, that's fine. It's okay. I at least wrote down where the silver ring is, because I would like that at some point. Yeah, I definitely had the silver ring. Good job, chat. That's chat +1. There we go, chat. I did not realize there was a minimum damage threshold to stun the boss. Now I'm learning. That's how you become a better player. It's through adversity, chat. Let's try this slower. Slower. Not slow enough. There we go. Gotta way slow it down for SotN. There we go. I'm telling you, I'm like, there we go. Yeah, my buttons are flying at the speed of sound on the controller. I'm just like, it does not like me letting go of X before the right is held. I just gotta train myself to do that, and we're fine. I also have the gas cloud back. There we go. Let's make a save here so I don't have quite a big of a trek. Glad you're having a great time. That is the importance of chaos. Everybody has fun. Except for maybe the streamer. The streamer has to endure. That is the streamer's goal of chaos mode. Fun optional, but for the chat. As long as the chat's having a good time. I think I'm having a good time. Yeah, the only time I feel like I was upset during the chaos was having that no hitbox weapon, because that was actually atrocious and not fair. But other than that, I'm having a good time. I'm surprised chat hasn't softlocked me today, so I don't know, chat. Gotta step it up. Oh, Bandana Waddle Dee, nice. It's true, the slack. There was a library card, I remember that much. Let's go back for that. Take the health up. Oh, poor Chris. He is a big fan of Bandana Waddle Dee, but I'm sorry, you've defeated him. Enjoy your 170 gold. Oh, wait, it was right here.
When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive.
Blood mana active, interesting. I will probably want to conserve my health. Actually, what is my strength? Well, it's actually not a bad value. I guess the weaken reversed. This Chrysogram should absolutely destroy every boss. Forgot that was a solid ceiling for a second.
We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder.
Empire, interesting. For future reference, what was in here? Luck potion. Oh, that's not actually a breakable. Okay, fair enough. I think I still missed an item check, but that's okay. I don't think there was anything crazy in here. I mean, I took the elixir in case I want to do silver ring, I guess. Shield potion could have helped me, I guess. Or boss.
That's why I think it's high time for Makilu's Menagerie to put on a show.
Melty was too late. It's still useful, though. It's still useful. I'm not sure in this next immediate room, but it is useful. Actually, I should probably save. Another ring? I guess it's a sellable. What's Covenant stuff? Oh well. Let's see, there should be something to check up here, and then I guess I can check under the boss. So far, we haven't gotten any Jewels of Open. I have enough to check Holy Glasses, and I guess All Rocks? But I guess I might be making my way around Castle in a moment. Absolutely nothing here. Okay, fair enough. Oops. Gotta go slower. Just gotta tell myself for that. Actually, I'm gonna leave those items for later in case I get bankrupted. I don't want to make too many item checks prematurely. That would hurt us. Or hurt me. I mean, the chat would have a good time if I had no item checks there, but... Let's go this way. We'll just take it safe, because the Fleeing Riders are kind of annoying. And it's a ring. Ooh, interesting. Let me go ahead and pause and write that down real quick. Where was the... There we go. Should also check... There we go. Should also check the other relic check here, since we have that. He's gonna bump me. Dang. Rolled. He's like just high enough that I cannot kill him with axe. Come on. I want to make the relic check. There we go. Ooh, merman statue, but I don't have Jewel of Open. I can't do anything with that. So I guess at this point I should just... I could library card technically, but I think it'd make more sense for me to take the teleporter. I guess we'll go back to entrance. One game.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal.
Or we get Jewel of Open. That's also a thing, I guess. So somebody still fairly new to it. I'm not sure what would be more advantageous. Like, I guess I could... Should probably save split entrance. Yeah, like, the decision-making is definitely not there, because I'm still very new to this, so I'm thinking about it. So, like, if I go to entrance, I can save split at the entrance. And then... What do I do from here? Because this is still probably faster than most of my other options. So I can do the far left check. Then I could go to Alchemy Lab in the first boss. Then I could go either to All Rocks, or I could go with Jewel of Open. Like, I think no matter what, this is definitely the right call. Unless I hold off on entrance for a loop through after Catacombs. I'm not really sure. Right, because if I end up at the far left, I could check entrance, but I'm also right here. I guess I should check it.
My favorite.
Not that I want to take this item. What item is this? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say if it was a weapon, I might hold on to it for later, but much slower. Learning much slower. Much slower. I started chaining it there, I think. I gotta practice. I did actually forget to pick up that item on the way through.
Better watch your step.
Last child uses critical. Nice. That's more wing smash practice. Real slow. Nope.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain.
Thank you for the Iron Shield. Do you have a mana prism?
When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive.
Good use of the blood mana. Oh, like, well, so much for practice there. I mean, I guess I could still practice. Let's see what this is first. We'll be the truth teller. What is this? Is this fairy? Oh, it's sword card. I don't think so. No thanks, chat. SotN hackers are getting like the Super Mario hackers. They're definitely getting up there. Randomizer is quite entertaining.
With a single breath, they appear. Here they come.
Super Horde, I think, is in effect. So I can check the Alchemy Lab on the way there, and that gives me the multi-choice of all rocks into the upper left, but I don't have Spike Breaker or Mist. So I'm very much less tempted to take that path. I could open the teleporter. I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea, because I'm going to probably library card once I check Legion. I do have a library card. Oh, that would work out. Oh, I got cursed. How unfortunate. let's unequip something so that way I can actually strike these things. There we go. Oh, I'm just kidding. What is happening?
Easy peasy.
Battle orders to help me get through. Thank you. It's kind of crazy. I think I'm getting hit by partially invisible things, which is weird. I seem to be being struck by something that's not there, but I think we cleared it. What?
Better watch your
I don't even see chat using case status. What is turning me to stone in this room? I'm so confused. Does chat know why I'm being petrified and cursed in this room? Well, let's save. This was a figment of my imagination, apparently. So we got crippled. Oh, maybe it was super horde. You're right. I didn't realize that gave you status ailments. Interesting. Yeah, I've never actually seen what super horde does. I'll keep that in mind. Ooh. Okay, let's use bat because that's faster than walking at this point. Yeah, that must have been it. I felt like I was also getting hit by like weird things, but it could just be me. What was an alchemy lab? It was a card. Or like bad card. Get out of here. Stupid familiars. I'll take fairy, I'll take nose devil, I'll take regular devil. I will not take that card. Ooh, the K equip.
Spin, spin!
I now have a new weapon. Wait, what did I just strike with? For a moment there, I had like a slice animation. That was weird. I shouldn't have paused. Well, my tier thing has managed to dodge that for now, but I guess I could go forward without using it. Do I have any backup weapons out of curiosity? I guess I could go back to Mord Blade for a little bit. Probably also not equip the pineapple. So goodbye, one of my safety shields. Rest in peace. Sure. We'll slightly take our item. Ooh. Well, we're saving that for later. I don't want chat getting rid of that right away. Got a spare gauntlet. I'll put that on. Oh, the K relic?
Don't worry. You totally jinxed it.
Oh, we lost Bat? Rest in peace, Bat. I didn't actually write down which location had Bat. I think it was Spirit Orb. Otherwise, we have lost Merman statue, so I would have to go back for that. Interesting. I lost all my mobility options, but I got Wolf. He took away the jewel. The cruelty of man. So there's really no point to making this check. Like, it says I can make it, but I don't have plate. Well, I guess we are going to see if we are lined up with the timing of all rocks. Actually, that doesn't matter unless I'm taking the teleporter. So I no longer have flight.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed!
Interesting. If only I had something to stall it in the air. That would have been great. I was gonna say, chat giveth and chat taketh away. Oh boy. Platforming with haste. Ooh. It is very interesting. You know what, chat? I think I got practice with bad platforming with the Castlevania 64 playthrough, so that honestly wasn't too terrible. Oh, we'll take Holy Water over Axe any day. Definitely don't want that. Let's see. So for now, I would like to not use the library card. Once again, we still might have to come back to First Castle. But ideally, I'd use it after Legion.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo, coo. Whoa, hold it!
Sub-weapons only? Oh, I got the diamond? That's a good one, chat. You got me. That one's pretty bad. Oh, I actually got the ricochet there? I'm more impressed by that than anything else. Collect the money that will get gambled away. Cat has to have that gold to get those sick gambles. Let's go back and at least retrieve that since we're here. Holy Cross. Sure, why not? Oh, and I got the holy bottle back? Oh. Like, thank you. could go up and get that cloak that's up there, but I'm pretty sure nothing else was really worth our time. Still cursed. Okay. Trying to aim upwards with this weapon is kind of interesting. That's okay. We at least have Bat. Nice.
With a single breath, they appear! Here they come!
Oh, I'm able to use weapons again. Nice. I see Horde is being prepped, so I have a feeling I'm going to be attacked by a lot of Ouija tables in a moment. Oh, stopwatch. I mean, I really like the Holy Water, but it does make certain fights in the reverse castle better. I also hold on to this for now. I mean, like, Holy Water does make, from what I've observed, most of the later reverse castle bosses easier, but the worst one, Doppel, is free with this. Also do stuff like this. You know what? We're here. This item check is almost never done. But you know what? We got time. It's over here. Heart max up, and a cat eye circlet. Interesting. And a prism? Aw. Take this rock potion.
You need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble.
Oh no. I was actually literally about to try to soul steal that room, but Chad had really good timing on the Honest Gamer. Like, no thank you. I have flight. I guess I could check this? Although, there is Horde going on, so I'm not sure if I'm able to actually make it up the shaft or not. No. I'm feeling the answer to that is no, but we'll try again. Okay, we're off.
That's why I think it's
So
high
I
time for
could
Moggy's
technically go back to
Menagerie put on
Olrox
a
now,
show.
because I did get flight. I is up here. Interesting. Very interesting. We know Vlad Relic 1 is underneath Dracula directly, whatever that check is called. And this one... So, I guess I should also technically check the Holy Glasses in a moment. Should have Holy Glass first. Oh well. Can always come back to it, I guess. For now, we know the location of 2 Vlad relics. Oh, I have gravity boots now. Oh. Well, that makes the upcoming section a bit easier. Well, thank you for joining us, Stoneham. We did enjoy your company. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick relic check.
This is getting interesting.
Oh, you showed us the cat. There you go, chat. This could be a Vlad relic. I at least want to know for later. I have a feeling I'm not making the best routing decision at the moment, other than obviously missing Holy Glasses. That for sure I did. Oh, that is a Vlad relic. Oh. Okay. Coliseum is Vlad relic number 2. Good to know. I don't have Spike Breaker. I have missed. But do I trust myself to survive that with chat and chaos mode? Nah. I'm like, maybe, but no, that's fine. Do I have any cats? Family has a couple cats. I do not have any cats at the moment. Yeah, I guess I could go this way. Just do have some migraines. That is true. I was preparing for the bankrupt. I was looking at the bankrupt cooldown of 7 minutes, and I'm like, Or the K equipment. Like when I go to get my only elixir. Like, that'll be painful. So I'm gonna open this up for later, because I'll probably need to backtrack at some point regardless. And we now know where 2 out of 5 happen to be. Speaking of which, what's in this one? It's the Flame Star. Slow the inputs down. There we go. I should tell my thumbs, I'm like, go to 1/3 speed. There we go. I'm gonna keep some of my MP just because I know I have to cross a gap up ahead. Or actually, I should probably save, so I didn't really need to conserve MP there. Yeah, this is fine. Seems like most things are off a cooldown. Honest, not too far away. Looks for another 28 seconds. I really need to learn how to angle that better. But I did the wing smash, so that's the baby steps. Baby steps. There we go. Way slower. Chat trying to sneak in that blood mana as I'm practicing wing smash. Well, goodbye practicing wing smash.
Pain, it's better to give than receive.
This will transform briefly.
Magic is in.
This is healed me. Nice. Also, I need to...
Better watch your step!
I guess this should be fine. We'll just murder him real quick. I'm gonna say, if I'm very crafty with my equipment, I will not lose the Crystal Rim outside of a bankrupt. Oh, that doesn't actually help. Okay. I'm just kind of curious what bosses are impacted by the slowdown, because I saw Archdemon is partially impacted, for example. Which, while it's doing that, go back to a weaker weapon. I'm gonna say, there's no point in going too quickly here. I have to wait anyway. And behind all rocks is... Holy Glasses? Okay. I don't think I can lose this item, so I'm not gonna write that down, but that is interesting. Oh, I'm letting go too soon. There we go. Slow it down. There we go. Okay, so I have one more check I think I can make here, which is I take the bottom left door. I think that's the ceiling check. Yeah, it has to be the ceiling check. Oh. Okay. To fine-tune the sensitivity of the stick there, but that's okay. And it was nothing. Okay. Future note.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Watch out, give me a Ring of Aries. Interesting. Hold on. Oh, that's the one that dumps your defense to 0. I'll hold on for the bosses. When I'm just traveling through hallways, I don't think I need that. Oh, oops, no. Okay, so I should be able to do this check. I have missed. My only concern is, where was the save point in this place? Oh, wait. Wait, I need Jewel to make that check. Oh, I'm glad I didn't do that. I was like, wait a minute. I think I need Jewel for that final check. Never mind, I can't even do the elixir strategies. Coming here was a mistake in routing. Okay. Well, back down we go, I guess. I remember there was the Mistgate, but I'm like, wait a minute, I think the door does glow. So at least I did not get all the way there before realizing that. Thank you, God's Child, for mentioning the Jewel of Open, because I was like, wait a minute, you're right, I did get that from a relic check. Let's get to that. A little bit of a time loss, but that's okay. Just gives the chat more opportunities to enjoy the game. So from here, I guess I should go down. I do have Mist to check behind the librarian, but I'm gonna library card eventually anyway, so I'm not in any rush for that. Actually, for my future knowledge, since I'm not super familiar with the SotN map, what was over here? Oh, there wasn't another door here? Oh, I think it was higher up. Oh, okay, that's where that door is. Okay. Sure, we'll save here. I was gonna say, I don't think I've officially become an official SotN player until, or at least a randomizer player, until I go all the way to Reverse Castle, try to go to Beelzebub, and then realize I don't have Jewel. I feel when that happens, that'll be the rite of passage. Oh, that was... Don't know why I bonked that. I could have just held down there. Let's see. Let's dive kick, and... Don't want to go back to entrance, but I didn't check one of the bosses. It's not really a good time to check that. That's the problem. Well, I guess if I go this way, I could check Holy Glasses. I'm trying to think if it's worth doing the backtrack just for the boss room. Like, the odds of it being useful are actually not super high. I don't remember what was there, because we had to have checked... No, I didn't go back for it. So no, I don't actually know what's at that check. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I got that afterwards. I didn't go back. It's a shame. Oh, it is so nice to go through that room. So I guess for now, we should check what's at Holy Glasses. In Tower, and Air Clock. Good enough. I was gonna say, we have a clock. We're wearing the clock. We got the stopwatch.
Whoa, what in the world?
Oh, the super thirst? Uh-oh. Goodbye, my health total. Rest in peace. Ooh, it's tripled for a super thirst? Dang, I'm gonna lose 180 health? That's rough. Rest in peace, health total. I have... What are my odds of actually surviving the Fleeman once I leave here? Oh, there's a save point here. I totally forgot about that. That's right, because it's in Reverse Castle. I should have known this, because people can save before Dracula. Okay, we're good. It's all cool. It's fine. See, I now learned that I thought Super Thirst was double, but it's apparently triple. So now I know. Just love watching that help delete. Goodbye. Hey, is this any interesting? Oh, it's a Vlad relic. Ooh, required. Listen, cutscene. I'm trying to write something. The Holy Glasses. Do we know the location of 4 out of the 5? Because we know when we go to Richter, we have to pick up the first Vlad relic again. Huh. Castle's loaded, chat. I mean, if I don't have to do every Reverse Castle boss, that would be great. I mean, most of them are kind of easy. Like, if Medusa had it, I would be like, yeah, there we go. Free game win. It's fine. Wait, I have gravity boots. What am I doing? The only thing we don't have is a spike breaker, but I think I have some of the means to check it technically. But I have never attempted blind bat, so it'll probably go pretty terribly. But I could try to amuse the chat, I suppose. I'm sure it'll be very interesting. Since I think I've been through that section 3 times so far, total. Like, ever. Like a rise in the beginning, then it's a drop, and then it's another diagonal. So with this... Oh, we don't have Jewel. Wait. Wait, this is throwing me off. So, does Jewel either has to be at Librarian or it could actually still not be in this castle? So we know where... Actually, I don't remember where Merman statue is, but it is one of the checks that we've already looked through. That could be a problem, because I don't super remember where that relic was. But before I go too much further, since I just realized we no longer have Jewel open, it just dawned on me I can't go to where we went, because I didn't unlock the path. The tracker lied to me. It said it was green, but it's not green. I guess that is the downside of chaos sometimes. The tracker is not quite up to date with what you got. Way slower. There we go. Merman was in keep. That sounds right. I'm gonna go with that sounds right. Yeah, making sure we have most of the Vlads just in case. And most importantly, I know where Bad is. Everything else is kind of optional. This is forcing me to think a little more about the game in terms of routing, because I've pretty much autopiloted, I think, a couple of the routes. Had a very interesting misseed. But this one is like, You know what? I'll take that over the diamond. There we go. I knew Holy Water was in here somewhere. I'll go through here in reverse. Yeah, we've definitely seen it. I just have to recall specifically where it was. It wasn't in All Rocks or anything like that. Might have been the early check-in key. Oh, fire it bad. Ew. Okay, well, that was not worth coming back to. I probably should have save split that. I'm just looking at the map to get a better idea. So the only check I can do that I haven't looked at so far is Librarian, because I can't do any of the bottom checks without Jewel. Okay. Or actually, I did save at Holy Glasses. Let's at least go back there. Yeah, we just gotta recollect the relic. That's not too bad. So, yeah, outside of Librarian, I was trying to hold off on Librarian, but if it's Jewel of Open, I do have to actually check that.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed!
Fast. There we go. So other than that, I think we're almost ready to go to the next castle. There we go. I'm getting movements other than down and up. Do that while we have haste. There we go. So I guess we have Holy Glasses, so we could do Richter. I don't see a lot of issues with the bosses other than maybe Beelzebub, depending on our strength. Ooh, I got Chaos Equipment? What do I have? Did I get another tier thing? Wow. We're gonna unequip this real quick. Oh, it got rid of it. Oh, I trolled myself. Okay, now I've played a randomizer. Because I was like, oh, it's a two-handed. Let me make sure it's not there. But I'm like, oh, well, goodbye the other tier thing. I could have played that better for sure. Rest in peace, tier thing. Let's see Beyond Magical Curses. Yeah, rest in peace. Well, at least now I know for the future. Yeah, because like my instinct was like, oh, it'll stay in my hand. I'm like, no. Oh, what was that? Oh, what weapon was that? Oh, Safune, you're looking a little weird there. Why do you look different depending on what button I press? Actually, don't I have another backup weapon? Or they, no, they're all two-handers. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I'm like, I could shield dash through here, but... Fine. Well, I'll purchase something cheap, just so I can shield dash. Super unfortunate that this is a two-hander, though. There we go. Making some progress, at least. I don't have Jewel of Opens, we gotta ignore that for now. Oops. I did not believe in myself to input that wing smash in time. There we go. What is the rhythm of the multiple?
My favorite.
I'm gonna learn one day, chat. Nope. Faster than the second one. I think I'm starting to get a hang of the single wing smashes, but definitely a lot of practice is needed for the chain.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed.
Oh, I got haste. Nice. Thank you, chat. I was gonna say, chat definitely should be getting up there in the gold totals. Already see 1,000 in the last gold checks. Good job. So I guess that leaves us with... It's the librarian. Then I guess this is much as I can clear in castle. If this isn't Jewel of Open, I guess we're gonna go fight Richter. Yeah, I feel like the gold rate has been pretty good so far. I don't think people have like ever completely run out. The commands are still slowly scaling in price. I think this is a pretty good pace for the current pricing. I might change K status one more time, but otherwise I think I'm pretty happy where it is at the moment. Definitely want to see the chat interacting with more commands. Things like Bankrupt should still be expensive. I forget what was up here. Let me just do a quick check. We did get K-Relic. What was up here? Oh, it was the Sprite card. Okay.
With a single breath, they appear. Here they come.
We got a sellable. Interesting. Slower.
That's why I think it's high time for Monkey's Menagerie to put on a show.
But I want to see what the librarian has real quick. What's my gold total at? Oh, my gold total is terrible. Never mind. Never mind, I'll check on the way back. Let's get a nice little wing smash here if we can. Nope, he's low. One day, chat, one day. The chat's looking for the next boss fight. Looks like it's still on cooldown. Oh, the Chaos Sword in this room? At least I have Melting Blood. Yeah, I'm a little too scared to wing smash just because they will just probably get me out of it, so I'll just take it not too slow, but I'm gonna make some progress in here. Jeez, these guys are super aggressive. Oh, Melting wore off. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So I do not have a good sub-weapon to deal with them either. I think we're gonna be here a little bit, chat. Oh, I could just faintly see that one. There was a purple one. Oh, that's what happened. Oh no, they're spawning in the room and exploding? What's happening? What is this? All the explosions. What is going on? I guess it can hoard the summon. Ooh, the cripple here? Brutal. I'm gonna say cripple is a great way to ensure you have more time to get more gold. Pays off in the long run. Minor enemies cannot be in boss rooms, so they blow up. Was that what that happened? Because I know he can summon the Mudmen, and those stay in there. Very interesting. Why did I do that for Mist? There we go. Yeah, it's skill of Wolf. I was kind of hoping that was Jewel of Open. Whatever, I'll keep it. Ooh, people lost on the perform? Ouch. That is a quick way to get more points. Try to beat the 3 minutes in the room, they poof. Huh, I didn't know that. I guess since I'm not super consistent with the wing smash, I guess the wolf would be better here. He got me, he got me. Oh, I guess I did the command too slow. There we go. I was gonna say, we had a command to charge through them. There we go. So I guess at this point, only Richter's left, question mark? I can double check where the merman statue was. I think it was somewhere in Keith. But otherwise, I still don't even see a Jewel of Open, and it might not even be needed to see.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Oh, I got gifted the merman statue. Well, I guess I do not have to figure out that mystery. That works. Oh, you lose all speed instantly if you do that? I didn't know that. Huh. Oh, so it's just as soon as you turn around, you lose all speed. Interesting. Oh, game. Game was making sure I had momentum into the next room. There we go. Yeah, I understand the sentiment. I definitely would have tried for the jewel as well.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed!
Ooh, Ping with the haste. Thank you, Ping. That being very nice at the moment. Imagine they gotta butter me up before like an endurance Richter. Let's continue forward for now, though. Oh, we lost the poison cloud again. I was literally about to check. Like, wait a minute. We lost it again. Yeah, that definitely needs to get fixed.
It's better to give than receive!
I could use that as a backup strat on Doppel, just to weaken him, and it doesn't take like 20 years to kill him. We'll keep going fast now. Oh yeah, is Wolf impacted by haste? I guess I could try here briefly. No, it doesn't seem like it. It's a shame. It might impact the command move, though. Forward. There we go.
That's why I think it's high time for Monkey Menagerie to put on a show.
I think for now we're just kind of a leisurely little stroll through here. I actually got the diagonal on purpose there. I'm surprised. Oh, too fast. Oh, actually I can't even go that way. What am I doing? I guess that's why people always stick to the bottom path. That makes more sense now. And now I've learned, because I don't think I've ever explored the game outside of playing it once, like 1998. So those are room tiles I've never seen before. I'll take dagger over the thunder weapon. That's fine. This boss is still dead. That's good. Oh, yeah, the other thing I have to practice is that dive kick into bat. Gotta practice that in the tight hallway. Lots of stuff to look up after the stream, for sure. I say, is it possible to do here? Nah, this time, can't tell. I gotta wait for the audio cue. That's what I'm learning. It's too fast. I'm actually looking for a one-handed weapon. I don't really care if it's terrible, but let's see if there's anything up here that goes with that. So I have Chrysogrim for certain bosses, but we need a better walking around weapon. Might have gotten what I was looking for already. Interesting. The Vlad relic was beneath this area. Oh, I got a couple of alternate weapons. Nice. Speaking of which, with the shield, I should go back now. Actually, what am I doing? I should have dive kick. Oh well. Oh, dive kick interrupted. I was trying to do that, but faster. Oh well. There we go, now we have the ring. Oh, I mislabeled them. Oops. Though, I guess we're just looking for the heart. I don't think we've seen that yet. Nice. Less nice. Oh, I had one chance to wing smash. Did it. So close, chat. They are all over me. Please go away. Oh, once you get hit, you can't jump again. Let's save our progress. We're going in for Richter. So in Chaos mode, he has more health than normal. And by he, I think I just mean the Shaft Orb. So even without Endurance, I can't just do the simple Soul Steal strat. He will actually not die to that, even with the single Spirit afterwards. I think his health is doubled. Oh, we'll treat it more traditional. Let's see, I want to make sure I got glasses on, right? Okay, we got glasses on. Oh, chat trying to squeeze in the endurance. Oh, you might have waited too long. Yeah, I think you waited too long, chat. So I actually did the strat correctly, I think, but it does have a lot more health than normal. So I'm surprised, chat. I actually did it sort of right. I think we're fine. He doesn't do enough damage. Although, he is really guarding that orb. Come on, let's get the double hits. Oh no, I'm in the loop. Yeah, fortunately we got really good defense right at the last minute. I think what really helped was that shield. I think added 6 defense on top of pretty good K equipment from the chat. That wasn't too bad. So chat, do not worry, you have more opportunities to see craziness. As a reminder, Horde in Trio is very funny. And Doppel with Endurance is interesting, as long as I don't have stopwatch. If you haven't seen that before, definitely recommend it.
Yes, I did endure. Pandemonium!
Well, there's the endurance. Yeah, you were slightly too slow, Chris. I really thought when I mentioned Richter before, you were gonna do it then, but missed your opportunity. Oh well. So, I guess this will be a duplicated Darkwing Bat, because I'll probably be doing him first. I got Super Cripple. Okay, I want to land and actually see what this looks like. We're not going to Wing Smash, I'm just curious. Oh my god, look at that. Oh no. That's terrible. Look at that. I can't even jump. That's great.
Whoa, what in the world?
Alright, so we're gonna save because we got a lot going on at the moment, as it were. So we're gonna make a check to the left, and it'll be an Endurance Darkwing Bat. And I think it'll go to the right, and what is to the right? I guess Medusa? I can't make this jump. Hold on. Hold on, chat. I gotta get the momentum. Oh, never mind. I can't even do it. Super Cripple is too strong. I can't even leave the save room. Oh, no. Let's see. So I believe the correct choice is left here. I was about to go up, but I'm like, no, that's later. Oh, that movement speed. Love it. So
when it comes to pain, it's better to
this will be an Endurance Darkwing Bat. I messed up the Soul Steal input, so this will be interesting. Oh, hello. Hello. Let's switch weapons real quick. Go to Tier Thing. Where are you at? Okay, we got the kill that's required. And we might as well get an extra level. I'll choose to wait this out just to see what it is. Absolutely nothing. Love it.
Spin, spin!
Oh, almost got me. You're close. You almost got it. I had a feeling chat would go for the K equipment. I applaud your effort, and definitely I expect to bankrupt at some point in Revenge in the future. But it was close. I know, I felt it in my heart. Oh wait, what did I equip? Oh, shield potion?
Pandemonium! My favorite!
Oh, what are these? Actually, leather hat's pretty good. I might keep that on. Decent defense? Sure. I think I still have my super damage up. I'll just wear a gauntlet for now, and we'll hold on to that Ring of Arcana with the stats for later. I think I'll put that on for Drac. Everything else I don't really care about. So wear the gold ring or whatever that is. Oops. I got cursed into the doorway. Where was I going? Oh, I want to go up because there should be the way back, just in case I need to use the teleporter. Huh? Oh, that's right, I don't have a shield equipped anymore. Wait, did I lose all my shields? Dang, tough break. Yeah, that I think I had 3 shields at one. No, I had 4 shields at one point. I think I'm out. Question mark? Unless I'm just really not seeing it. Oh, I have exactly 1 shield left. It's the Axe Lord shield. I'll put it on for now, I guess. Wait, Damascus slices through enemies? But I also have Cheerfing? Oh, I have the other version of it. I guess I can walk around with this one for now. This one's fine. Try that out. Yeah, not quite the Chrysicum, but still good. What is that called? The Vorpal Blade? The vanilla game? Oh, I'm not immune to curse. That's right. I don't have the heart. Oops. Guess I should respect that a bit more then. Oops. Dash cancel with Vorpal? Good to know. Fortunately, I got cursed. Interesting. Backwards we go. I guess up next is Medusa. The only thing I'm scared about is the Panthers, but I think everything else is pretty free. I was gonna say, even without Vorpal, Medusa's pretty free. I probably should have just pitied her and put an elemental weapon on. Nothing to Medusa, it's fine.
Hold it!
Oh, hello. That is a good stopping. No longer shield dash. Ooh. I fell down here by accident, but we'll take it. Because I think with subs only, I don't think I can... Oh, I can still gravity jump. As long as I don't get the... MP loss from something else, I think we can do that. Rain is trying to remember. So up next would be... Who is that normally? Is that the mummy? Akhenaten? We are pretty close. We're just looking for one Vlad relic.
Wounds, but I can't feel the pain.
Kirk gave me the Jewel of Open. So if we need to go back to First Castle, I guess we'll learn. There we go. I think hold up on the item check there. I think we're okay for now. So we have really great defense, which I'm very happy about, because I feel like last couple seeds we went into, I think I had like 5 defense in Reverse Castle. It's very interesting. I'm a little lost, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I think I need to go left at some point, because I think I'm looking for... I just want to check what's over here real quick. That looks a little better. So if I go down, I think down is Octodon.
When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive.
And then the upper right would have to be Beelzebub. I guess above me is Trio. I think that's how that works. It's really weird. It's just like, I know what the first castle looks like, but my brain refuses to tell me what the what the castle looks like in reverse. It's like it does not want to flip that mental image.
Put on a show.
Thank you for the multi bullet. That makes things a little easier. I think we'll get some kills while we can. Ooh, terrible item drops.
We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Legion Thunder.
There we go. I was gonna say, Kirk did the super weekend. Oof. Oof. What level am I now? Oh. Oh no. I should probably heal. Feel a little better not being at 1 health while level 9. My brain is like, where do you save? I guess it's on the left side somewhere. Let's make it save before we do any bosses. It has to be around here somewhere, right? Oh, it might be here. This is the save point, right? Yeah, okay. I figured it out. I flipped it in my mind, finally. Goodbye, Waddle Dee. So up next we have Akmadon. I would have preferred to have a Holy Bottle, because it trivializes that boss completely. But we also have Vorpal, which also trivializes that boss completely. And I think our current sub-weapon isn't bad against him. Let's get our levels back up a little bit before we go in there. There we go. Taking some safety health and safety MP. Wait, what is our level now? Wow, we went from 9 to 21? Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, Heart could still be basically anywhere. The only thing we haven't done any of the catacombs and none of the underground checks, unfortunately. There we go. Probably should have thrown that slightly sooner, but that works. Waddle Dee is the victim. So was Kirk the only one that joined in for the Waddle Dee, or did someone die to the boss fight? Got Silver Ring. So nothing here. I'm not gonna reset though, because I kind of want that XP. So from here, this is all rocks. I would go the upper left, and then that would put me back at the open room where the sword is. Missed the chance to join. That's a shame. Yeah, this reminds me Oops. Try this again. Really close to the exit, actually. Really. Dang, too fast. We'll just fly there. We're close enough anyway. We're not. Wait, how do we get up there? Wait a minute, I forgot. Where do I fall? Oh, wait, no. I fall down. Hold on. Brain's working slowly. I think I come through here and then I go left. I'll resave. Because I have to go through the long hallway, then I have to go up. That's right. Okay. I'm like,
what in the world?
I've seen it a few times. I should know where to go. Yes, I was trying to get here. But I forgot to flip it mentally in my head where this entrance was. Also kind of scary that I did that over the spike pit, but that's fine. I don't trust them.
You're wide open!
Thank you, Black Fox, for following. I do appreciate it. Apologize about the performance. Seeing probably my 3rd speed ever? 4th? I got a lot to read up on after the stream. We still have gravity boots. I believe this should be the teleporter. So we want to unlock this just in case something terrible happens. Check. Black Fox with 2,200 gold. That is quite a lot of gold. Definitely some interesting things could happen. Oh. We'll take that. We'll take that. Ooh, Ping coming out big with the 780. Congratulations, man. I believe I just gotta get to Coliseum now. This is my gatekeeper. Oh, he denied me. Instead, he killed me. That's about what I expected. I did not pass through the gates. Rest in peace. I thought I could target him when his sword was down, and now I've learned you cannot do that. And I should not try that again. So that's a lesson learned. He is the real final boss. So we did save not too long ago, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I think going forward, what would be better? Because I'm not super consistent with the wing smash. I could try to wing smash into a gravity jump from the most invincibility, maybe. Wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that super weekend coming in clutch, Kirk. I am missing that 100 extra health and 10 defense. Oh, I'm scared. Wasn't sure if that dancer was gonna reach us.
Better watch your step!
Oh, the cripple? It's fine. Unfortunate, slightly misaligned, but it's a little hard to realign yourself with cripple. It does take quite a while. That movement speed, chat. I almost did the proper speed tech there, but gotta practice that off stream. I don't feel like botching that like 20 times. Yeah, the power super weekend was very successful. It's definitely a very interesting run. Oh, that's the wing smash. Okay, I can't wing smash if I'm laughing like that. That was quite painful to witness. Actually, does that mean I I guess I could try to wing smash low to the ground. Actually, let me kill this guy for health. Or not. Never mind. Never mind. He pushed me out of the room. I got bullied. Yeah, because it no longer goes far enough due to cripple. I'll take the level up here, though. I'll take that over the Death Orb. That's fine. It is very much so legally distinct of the book. Was this a better strategy? He is still in my way.
Looks like you're gonna be put on ice!
Okay. You know what? The invincibility of the gravity boot made me go through it, and that's all that matters. Kirk is giving me a dark armor. Well, we'll see if I can make it to the save point. which is, I think, above me. Let's not overshoot the save point. Take it nice and slow. There we go. Okay, chat, you have full permission to troll. Like, we're at a new save point. You can do whatever you want. I just needed to get past the gatekeeper. We're good. Okay, let's see. So he's moving real slow. Oh, I didn't level from that? That's a shame. Oh, the horde's coming up? I respect it. I respect it, chat. So where is our target? Next room? There you go, chat. Enjoy the absolute chaos that is about to occur in this next room.
I did endure. It was so hard not to laugh.
You know what, chat? I'll even give you a few extra seconds. Think about it.
Pandemonium! My favorite.
We're KKK status in anyway. That's fine.
With a single breath, they appear. Here they come.
Oh, guys, let's see. This should be a very interesting boss fight. Okay, we killed one of the problems. Now, if we're lucky, we're gonna start seeing some clones. And if not, maybe I'll even die just so we can see the clones. Oh, chaos equipment? Ooh, wrecked. Let's see. I'll take that over nothing. Oops. Oh. My defense was much lower. I should have been paying attention. My bad, chat. I should have respected that K equipment. You got me, chat. You got me. Oh, we didn't even get to see the horde. K equipment too strong. You got me. Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, I still have like 60 defense. We're fine. No, I did not. I was like, whatever. We'll go for a different strategy, I guess. I guess Orpal was fine, but if I do notice I get K equipmented, I guess I should soul steal. I know, I'm very proud of you, chat. You killed me.
That's why I think it's high time for Monkey Lou's Menagerie.
Thank you for the melty. Does make things a bit easier. Oops. Helps if I hit the right button. One day. There we go. Rick is definitely rolling in the points.
When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive.
Blood Bond is actually really useful in this fight if I go for the Soul Steal strat, because it lets me infinite Soul
We need
Steal.
brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder.
Actually, changed my mind. I thought about killing her first, but nah, let's get the free kill there. Melty does make that a bit easier. Darn, we can still on cooldown. Oh, she just summoned the clone that would have been hoarded. That's a shame. Nothing at trio? Oof. I will actually go back and save. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so so what's left? Beelzebub, Creature, Doppel, Galamoth. Really praying not for Galamoth though, chat. I think I'm gonna come through this hallway again, because I'm hopefully gonna make up a level that I lost with Weekend. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. Thank you, game. The XP was divine. Let's save our progress. It's in 5 minutes though. Getting the active update on the Weekend. It's true. I definitely feel like some form of Weekend should be enabled. I don't remember if I touched the cooldown in the latest in the latest updates. But I feel like it's at a reasonable pace. I can more or less make back what is lost in Weekend, but if the chat is smart, like Kirk has been really on point with the Super Weekend, losing 40% of your stats is really big. That definitely hit me. So I would have been at like, what, probably the low 40s at this point. Instead, we are level 29 after multi-ball skills. I want the XP. I'm not gonna wing smash for you. No, still want that XP. Oh, he dropped the jewel Doppel. Interesting. There we go. I know the Weekend's coming, so I need that XP. Oh, oh no! Chaos Horde. Why, hello there. You're not supposed to be in this room. Let's see. For Reverse Castle, it's up here, right? Okay, I've just made sure I had Jewel of Open. That's all I wanted to know. I had Jewel of Open. Thank you for the 4 beasts. Probably for the best, because this hallway is kind of terrible. And I'm not believing in my, Oh no, the Horde is active in this room? Oh no. Please let me go. Oh no. This could be a big problem, actually. Thank you for the 4 beasts, because there is no way I was getting through this hallway normally. I should go for the safer strat in Chaos mode to go the other route. But you know what? We're here. Might as well get some XP. Wow, Ping with almost 5,000 gold. Are you, like, succeeding on, like, every perform? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, Ping, you betting, like, a 1K in there? Like, or, like, multiple 800s? Thank you, God's child.
Better watch your step!
Super cripple. Look at that. Oh, no. At least dive kick makes me go normal. Oh, no. Super cripple here? Let's get as close to the save point as I can. Okay, there we go. Otherwise, it would have been all the way there. Yes, you denied this. You denied the super weekend. Thank you. I was gonna say, chat has to work together if they want the super nerfs. What's my level like? Could be worse. I can barely make that jump. Oh, super cripple, you're something else. Thing has healed me. Oh, he's using... Light Help is a good way to get Chaos Meter, because I did price it very cheaply. But it's not a bad alternative. I think it's 2 Chaos Meter for, like, what, 30? By default?
When
Yeah,
it
it's only
comes
at
to
30.
pain, it's better to give than receive!
That's not bad. You could definitely set up for it. So, fortunately, I do have Jewel of Open. So, unfortunately, I also have Blood Mana. But hey, it looks like the cripple is worn off. So all is not terrible. I guess I should practice this strat where people kind of drop on it. Just not quite sure where to stand. Oh, I could have definitely landed that better. Let's try that again. Oh, I'm poisoned. Wait, no, gotta respect it. Let's respect it. There's a time for practice and a time for action. That was not a time for practice. Let's just do some simple strats through. We're gonna do a couple of those. Only have enough for a final weekend. Oh, he didn't die from that? Man, weak and strong, chat. He already took a couple blades to the face. I mean, granted, I didn't break his other body parts, but I really want to do that.
Better watch your step!
There we go. Hello, EMP Algor. Hope you're doing well. I saw a boo. Not sure what the boo was for. Please be the heart. Spike breaker? Really? Okay. Kinda not useful anymore, but that's fine. But I clutched the Vorpal the last second. Oh, okay. That's fair. I mean, it gave me a lot of good wing smash practice. I definitely need to just practice. So I haven't touched this game pretty much at all between streams. We're gonna save our progress there. I think I've played this game 3 times this year total. And I think a couple were not to completion. Okay, so what do we do now? Guess we go through the standard hallway. Should probably use Wolf a bit more. Or I should have used Wolf at the beginning of the hallway. Either or. Why did I go this way? I know this is the slower way. One day, chat. See, the Dragon Blitz emote for the wailing song has full effect. Hmm. Oh, it's this hallway. I was trying to remember what was next. Try this again. Lower. Lower. Oh, we'll take that back to the kills. So I think there should be a save point up here, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess I could save here as well. You never know with Chaos. So we're almost back at the clock. If that is our intended destination. This hallway can be dangerous. We're just gonna wing smash through at least a couple of them. Need to save at the D20 in case we wipe you out. You're right. Right, chat. So we have just one more Vlad relic and we are out of the sea. Take them. I believe this is where the floor traps are, right? Yep. I have to learn why sometimes I don't get the dive kick. That's just simple stuff I can look up. There we go. Get out of here. Last Vlad at death? Could be. The worst case scenario will be last Vlad at Galamoth. That'll make me pretty sad. And we're gonna be here for a while. That's like the forbidden boss of Chaos. You never want to have Galamoth as the last relic, because it just takes forever. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna do a save split here. I guess I'll check Creature. If Creature's nothing, we leave. If Creature's that, then we just win, I guess. Yeah, sorry, chat. I keep seeing, I think Crucible's attempting to be used. It's not saving the updates, so you can skip it for now. I think between the Windows update and the crash earlier, it's just not updating the chatbot for some reason. Like, even though I've clearly edited it, it's just not taking it. Okay, so I think this is the path I want to go. Yeah, that was. Yeah, congratulations, Black Box, on the race.
Nowadays, speed.
Thank you for the haste.
Yes, I did endure. It was so hard not to laugh.
Endurance on upcoming creature, interesting. Bible is interesting, but not as interesting as Time Stop is for Doppel, so I think I will hold on to this for now. New haste movement. Forget if this goes straight to the boss or not. I think so. I just want to save as a precaution. Actually, no, I don't want to save. What am I doing? Save split. Oh well, let's commit. Oh. Hello there. Not the optimal start to the room. That's fine. Oh, sub-weapons only? Good call.
My favorite.
Okay, I got one of them with the cross.
My favorite. Better watch your step.
And it was nothing? Wow, that sucks. I just want to make sure it's not like despawned or something weird. We're gonna kill the original. Let's take a look. Wow, it really was nothing?
That's why I think it's high time for Magilou's Menagerie to put
Brutal.
on a show.
Okay, so the only checks we have left are, what would be Skilla. Gotta go through Doppel, Death, Galamoth, and all of the catacombs of Castle 1, but we did not have the means to go into it until recently. So it's still kind of hard to tell where the last one might be. It'd be a real shame if someone got all my relics. It would be pretty brutal. I fortunately wrote down where the Vlad relics were, so it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. There's nothing at Succubus, that's right. Oh, I don't have MP. Why did I have no MP? Was it subs only? Subs only. Reset. Oh, you gave me Magician? Okay. I thought when I went into the next save file it would drop it, but apparently not. Oh, not enough MP, I think. Actually, can I at least get to the upper ledge with this? And something like this. Or MP. I'm gonna be real close. Oh, not enough. That sucks. Oh well, it's worth a try. Well, back down we go. Yeah, it didn't even occur to me to look at my MP when leaving the respawn on the restart. That was definitely my fault. Keep that in mind. Subs only will just drain you every time. Ooh, a 500 performed from Ping. Hope it goes well, Ping. Yeah, this one I learned I'm just doing it too quickly, so if I wait for myself to fall slightly, get a much cleaner input there. That was like the only thing I picked up on playing. I'm like, I have to wait for it to get towards the end, then it cancels more cleanly. So up above us we have Doppel. I do have Stopwatch and 110 hearts, so this should be pretty free. Oh, I did it too early? I did not know you could stop him before he was targetable. Now I've learned. Oh, he's iframes. Alright, see, now I've learned. So we're gonna let him do his own thing for a second. Good enough. The more you know. We'll take the health up. I was gonna say, considering I'm very bad at Dracula, this will be very interesting. I think this is the Octopus Room, right? The lag central. Getting close to the Chaos Bar? Yeah, like halfway there. Ooh. That's at least a life apple. I might need that later, we'll see. Hello, Mr. Octopus. If only Horde worked here, I think the game would have a heart attack that allowed it.
You need to put some energy into this or we're in trouble.
Ping had enough of my wing smashing. He's like, listen, if you're not gonna chain it, don't use it. I'm like, okay, Ping, you're right. I mean, I'll keep the life apple. To me, that's kind of worth it in the Chaos Realm. Ooh, going through this hallway with no MP? Might have made a poor life choice. Well, we're just gonna power strut our way through here. Guess I could do Wolf to avoid taking damage from the water too much. Oh no, I lose momentum in it. Never mind. Now I've learned. Don't do that. Oh, what happened to my holy symbol? That was my first relic, I think. Oh, dang. K-Relics didn't bring it back at any point. Rest in peace, holy symbol. The only time I would find you useful. Oh no, it's not here either? Well, there are, I think 9 checks left in the game, and there are at least 5 of them in the first castle. Oh boy, this is not looking good, chat. This might be the big backtrack. Thank you most definitely for the melty blood through this hallway. My MP is slowly recovering. Probably need it for the gravity jumps in a little bit. Oh no, I don't need to bounce. Nope. Let's get out of there. Could have gone worse, I guess. Silver ring gifted. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have the silver ring already. So, this will be interesting. I don't think I have another library card because they were too expensive. Oh, no, I picked... I'm sorry, I still have one. Okay, so if worst comes to worst, I guess I could go that way. Thank you for the shield potion and the defense up. Oh, there's no item down there? Okay. I'm gonna say in normal castle there is. I don't think I need the stopwatch anymore. I'll take the axe. Actually, I'm at full MP. I'll need to... So. But we'll take the damage boost, that's fine. Is it close enough for the weekend? Wow. Chat is plotting. Your strategy is laid bare for all to see. Love to see it, chat. I believe this is the path to go to evil. I like it. I see in the chat. Learn from the best. I am too high a level. I mean, 36 is okay. Alright, Gaibon, I need to go... Oh, didn't know that was there. Whoops. Go a little higher. Well, that's what you get for not knowing the correct positioning for the gravity jump. Go up here. Yeah. I have a feeling we're gonna bonk a couple times here. This is fine. At least we're strong enough to deal with these. It could definitely be worse. Could be much worse. I don't think I need to save for death. That's fine. Let's just go.
What happened?
Super weekend? Oh man, chat. Sure would be a shame if I died and your weekend was useless. What a terrible shame if that were to happen. Like, oops. Wow, he leveled me how many levels? All the way back up to 24? Wow. What a level up. Oh, look at a weird spot for me. I'm not really sure where his hitbox is. I think that's why I'm scared of him. Like, does he only hit when he's throwing or something? Should probably learn that. I will definitely take this. Oh, it's a spirit orb. Come on, really? Not the last Vlad relic? Jeez. I mean, I'll take the 4 beasts in this hallway. I don't particularly enjoy it that much. This is probably one of the more awkward hallways to go through, so this would probably need a lot of practice if I wanted to go fast through here. There's so many diagonal movements you have to make. I could just keep going up for now. Or actually... Did this end for the teleport? In case I have to come back here in the future if it is Galama? Question mark? No? I probably want to do that in case I do have to come back here, because I would like to not walk this entire distance if I don't have to. There we go. That's called future insurance. I mean, I'll save up a little bit ahead, I guess. If I die, I have to redo death. First thing. Lots of healing items. Don't really need them at the moment. Guess we'll go this way. That is not the correct way. Another mana prism. If I was better at wing smashes, I would have been super happy to have that. But right now, it's not really relevant. I'm not at a skill level where that really makes an impact, unless I'm soul stealing repeatedly. This is a save room, right? It is. Okay, so this is the one where I will save split. Although it is chaos mode, so I don't think I could save split. I guess in regular randomizer, I would save here if I really wasn't sure. Believe in the Gallimon. That is a lot of bats. Remember this room. Slower. Good enough. Didn't get hit there, that's all that matters. Actually, what is that? Another silver ring. That's a shame. Cats comparing their money totals. Seeing some 1Ks in there, some 500s. Pretty much anything can happen with that. Just want to check if any of these have anything interesting in them before we go further. Cloak. Not super worth checking the menu for, but okay. I wasn't sure if I still had a cloak or not. Oh yeah, that's right, I died with the K equipment. Never mind. Sure, we'll go through there. I believe this should be Gallimon, so this'll be an interesting experience. So I'm getting a little better at wing smashing. Still got a long way to go, but I think the idea is to wing smash through him and then hit him from behind. Oh, there's no item there. So technically I have all the tools I need. I just have to execute and then not get K statused. No, he is not affected by the horn. And he's not affected by endurance either. Huh?
It's high time for Mogilu's menagerie to put on a show.
I thought I got the stun. Did I do it too early? Or did I do it too fast? I'm actually confused there. Learning. Do I want to know? Sure, I would love to know why that didn't work. It was too early? Okay, good to know. Well, do I have to wait for him to turn around? Okay. Thank you, chat. See, it's all part of the learning process. Actually, is this the first time we've done Gallimon and Khaos Randomizer, chat? Do you remember?
My favorite.
Like, I knew he would be terrible, but I don't remember if we actually did him or not in the Chaos. I think we've managed to always avoid doing him. Oh, I hit him again by accident.
Better watch your step.
Oh, I did the wrong one to cancel. That's a shame. Let's retry. I was like, I meant to cancel into Mist at the end and then untransform, but I hit Bat by accident. My bad. So I think I'm still clipping him too early. Because that time I swear I didn't do the sword on landing. Yeah, you got me. We'll practice, chat. We'll practice. Yep, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people that actually run the game. I apologize. But we're gonna be here a while. Oh, and you gave me cripple. That is certainly interesting. Because I don't have Power of Mist, which would be my go-to escape move from this boss. It's kind of unfortunate, really. I think I cheesed it last time we did it because I missed, so I just reset when I messed it up. Okay, cripple is worn off. I think we can have another attempt. Let's see, we have to fly like roughly in the center, and then smash in. There we go. Check over the K status, the brutality. This guy's got a lot of health. Ooh, brutal. Yo, I think that's over. I don't have enough to miss? Subs only puts you low enough you can't miss? I didn't know that. Ooh, that's brutal. I was like, oh, let me dodge one strike with mist. Nope, get wrecked. Yup, you got me. Yeah, subs only. Yeah, definitely. +1 for chat. How many is that at? Is that 5? 6? Yeah, subs only is very brutal. Basically one, but we can hold you at this spot a while. Probably. That is why K status scales to 400. So that I eventually win the game. It was very strategic. And that's why subs only is a 5-minute cooldown. For specific reasons. There might be some bosses that might not be possible if you put the cooldown lower. Let's reset our MP and hopefully get rid of Curse. Okay, Curse is worn off. Let's try that again. And stop you if we can draw and will slow you down. I mean, if you put me in the infinite, I have to go to sleep eventually. I guess. Does that work?
It's probably
if you do this?
the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory.
That might be faster. Let's try that for the boss. Since now that we got some of the basic trolling out of the way, I'm sure we still have a lot more to go when it comes to that. Come on, there we go. Much faster. Be terrified of its endurance work on this guy? Hopefully not. Ooh, that mashing. Got him. There we go. I had to use the secret weapon. The secret weapon away. There we go. Okay, chat. Oh man, should we have a bet whether this is the final relic or I have to do it again? Oh no, chat. You know what? We'll take a loose opinion poll. Do you think that this is gonna be the final relic, or do I have to go back to first castle? I'm seeing a first castle. Hey, it's not gonna be. Back to first? Probably, unfortunately. We'll give chat a few more seconds to decide in their heart what is gonna happen. Moment of truth, chat. Did we come all this way for nothing? You got me. You got me, Galamoth. Oh boy. Well, that is why, chat, you always go to reverse castle with at least one library card. I learned that from watching runners.
What can I do for you?
Oh no, how much is the next library card? Oh, it's 5,000.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested.
Let's very quickly get the library card.
Thank you.
And I think I could get the Doppel now that I have money.
Thank you.
But I don't think I have anything good to use with it, unfortunately. Don't. Well, I have unlimited heal, I guess. If I really want it. Yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
I didn't see anything throwable on that list.
Farewell for now.
But we'll take that for now, I guess. Who knows? Well, maybe we'll find a throwable. But as I said before, I guess we could do that to just get invincibility. Not the worst thing. I guess I could practice chaining. Since I'm never going to use this outside of this anyway. Let's practice chaining. There we go. Come on. Too fast. There we go. Chat's contemplating. Oh, I think that was 2 in a row. Getting better. Now the downside, since I mess up, I don't have a weapon. Oh, hello, haste. Well, I guess I could just jump. You're not contemplating or waiting. Love it. Alright, let's at least find where the last Vlad relic is, and then we gotta figure out what to do from there. I have enough gold for 1 more weekend. I was gonna say, you've been hitting pretty hard, Kirk. Okay. You don't have to use weekend. There are other commands. Kirk, there's even a thing called heavy help. Go this way. Oh, what am I doing? Didn't I unlock the shortcut? Oh no, duh, I didn't. Whatever. I guess I could have gone through all rocks. Whatever. We've already committed. Guess I gotta learn that for next time. Not actually sure what would be faster. I deserve that. Eleanor is defeated. Oh, you guys actually got up to Eleanor? Congratulations. Get that Tales of Berseria boss. I still have to unlock it, I think. So let's go ahead and use our Jewel of Open. Chat contemplating the great evils of life. Ooh, a terrible weapon. Speaking of which, what was in here? Oh, a throwing weapon.
Very unlike me.
Oh, oh, that was great timing. That was great timing. I was like, oh, I can finally use Duplicator. That was great. That was great. It's like I saw victory, and it was just like, you're like, nah. Good use. I was like, hey, I actually have a good Drac setup. Nope. Well, we got a shield back. Let's start with the shield. We should be able to restock on Succubus at least. You know what, chat? I will honor that bankrupt and I will save. I won't even save Scum You. We're gonna save it. I'm gonna have to hold that. I mean, I could technically revert back to Galamoth. I didn't get anything. But we'll honor it. It's a good timing. Let's see. Oops. There we go. And so here's our last chance to really get any important items for the rest of the run. Covenant Stone, sure. We're gonna try one attempt at Soul Steal in the next room. Something like... Nope. Try this one more time. I think I'm just doing it too quickly. Good enough, whatever. I gotta learn what my issue is with that. I want to say it's like left, right, then you half circle back to left, and then you hit right again. And I might be rolling a little too quick on the diagonals. I'm not getting a clean kill. Ooh, doing her unarmed. Be interesting. Let's have a spike breaker. They're just syllables. Okay. Yeah, it's not just left-right, specifically directional. Yeah. It could just be something like I'm just not facing the right way when I started or something. Eric's going all in, all 959. Actually, this is a pretty good sub-weapon for this boss, I think. If it can double hit. Or maybe not. Oh, she must be at the far end. That's unfortunate. Oh no, found her. Actually, you know what? Instead of jumping to her, maybe it'd make more sense if I did... Oh, I actually did it. Oh, I'm just doing it. I'll do it. Did it too slow there. That's my fault. Do it faster. Okay, so Wing Smash slow, Tetra Spirit fast. Fair enough. There we go. It's backwards and forwards, half circle back to the... Yeah, I was trying to input that, but I think I'm missing a diagonal, so I'm doing it too quick. But I do appreciate it. It's just, I gotta practice. Your gold. Oh, Kirk lost. Ooh. Going all in. Dang, that was 900. Poor Kirk, you got decimated. Yeah, no longer rolled the 20, Kirk. Finally rolled the 1. Gambled and lost. Well, you'll get at least 225 every 5 minutes, although since you're a subscriber, it should be 275, I think, for you at this point. Yeah, you nat 1. Well, let's save. We got a shield. It could be worse. Got some basic equipment at least, no matter what, due to the spike breaker, and one of the rings, I think, is a metal or something. So, I guess the question is... what are we gonna get? That was too fast. Actually, you know what? Maybe single spirit's fine. Slightly too weak. There we go. This course correct. Oh yeah, that's right, I still don't have Holy Relic. Shame. That's just a potion, don't care about that. Don't want a soft lock, so I'll wait a little bit there. Could you be a weapon for me to use? Sirloin. So still no weapons. Oh well. I did not do that correctly. It definitely helped. There we go. It was within 1 hit of killing. Although I should... I guess since I had Wing Smash, I could have seen if Wing Smash actually killed. But I've done that before where I've gone through the boss with Wing Smash and it lived, and that got really awkward real fast. So, sure. With my current strength, if that would have killed. That's something I'll also have to practice, just to see. Okay, is there a weapon over here? Lots of Covenant Stones, though. What are the Covenant Stones? It's the valuable. So I should be able to get at least a weapon from the librarian before we proceed. Strength Potion could help. Whatever. How do you break this?
Don't steal!
I think you could still steal it. We're gonna practice it a little bit.
Don't steal!
There we go. I was going too fast on the diagonals. I just gotta tell myself to slow it down, and then it works. Except for weirdly Tetra Spirit. I have to do that one quicker than I normally am used to. I think I learned that from the races. Because I would have already been like, oh, how do I hit something below me? I don't have a weapon, but I think I saw people do that once. Speaking of which, is there anything of interest down here? No. Oh well, we'll wait for him, I guess. Bags of money, that can help me for later. So far, not really getting the drops that I need to beat the game. Not a fan of either sub-weapon that I have, but we'll take it. Oh. Demon card, I mean... I guess? If we have literally no DPS, I guess I could try to out-survive Draft for a bit. Oh, that is super unfortunate. I bonked on the wall. Hey, wait, there's an item here now. Huh. The multiple strength potions. That would help me with Shaft. I have a bad weapon. And I've got 2 basically reserved for Drac, so that's not too bad. Doing Drac with no practice will be interesting. I did learn a lot the last time I played a little bit as to like why he targets a certain way. And then I saw a little bit of DB's video talking about like the 3rd phase and beyond, so I know the boss will go up higher. But just in case we go in with absolutely atrocious equipment, I kind of know what to expect at that point. But definitely experiencing it is very different viewing it. Okay, let's proceed. These were all dead checks, so it could be all the way to the left, it could be at Legion, it could be at Spikebreaker. Where do you think it is, chat? We've exhausted every single option otherwise. Monster Vial. Hoping for something a little better there. Think it's at Legion? Fair enough. Oh, too fast. Oh, he's gonna kill him for us. You know what? We'll take that then. Oh, I'm sorry. It's, yeah, Legion / Grand Killer. I was watching some Aria earlier. They have different names for the same monster. Which should be hoarded. It would be interesting if you could hoard the bodies. But other than that, not sure what else would work there. Let's just get through this hallway. Legion appears in the animated show. Are you talking about the Netflix one? Heaven Sword? Oh man, that's terrible. That's so bad, I'm tempted to just see it. It only has 1 attack. Oh man. Oh, wait, it's given. Isn't that Rune Sword with the Verboten? aka German for forbidden, I believe. Feel robbed, chat. Huh. Well, I just realized I didn't save split. Oh well. I'll see what's here first, I suppose. Shock Room? Ah, barely better. Wait, that's not a Shock Room. You lied to me, Cave Description. No, this is where that's actually worse. No. Oh no. Well, my choices are both the throwing weapons. Oh my gosh. What a weapon. Okay, we got spaghetti. Feel like that's pretty appropriate. We'll talk to this guy, then we'll move on. Lower. Turret ready. I think what it is I think I'm pressing X too early, and that's why it's not working. I think that might also be it. Like, is there like a specific timing for initiating when to hold jump? Just out of curiosity. Use that for some momentum at least. There we go. We should barely beat him there. this is where Power of Mist is? I'm not gonna reset on that. I will probably need that for Drac. For more consistent dodging. Unfortunately, it means I lost my gas cloud again due to the weird chaos bug. Not that that would help on Dracula specifically, but it would help with damaging and trying to retreat from enemies. There we go. A little better. Oh, yeah, maybe I'm hitting X before I do it now. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Oh well. Back up the waterfall we go, chat. That was not our ticket to victory. Instead, we gotta climb. Ooh, I dropped in a foot. There we go. It's sword greater than Heaven's Sword. Oh, that's right, I did hit it all the way down. It's short-term memory. Sword greater than all. Oh no, the debates are real in the chat. Okay, can I... We'll reset it, that's fine, we'll reset it. Oh, speaking of which, let's make sure our demon friend is not out, because I'd like to not wait on the barrel, if at all possible. Let's see, we were experimenting before where I could stand and still get the barrel to trigger, so it looked like roughly in the middle it still works, but I'm not sure how close I could get to the second candle. Still have them throw it. One frog. If I stand here, it should always work. See the foot raw? I do. An interesting visual cue. Back foot on the rock. Cool. Good to know. Thank you, Black Fox. I guess we're just gonna proceed to Cerebus. Who's not even hard, even if I had no weapons. It's all about the crouch. Oh, that double hit though. I'm actually wondering if it's restricted to Tetrasphere because this weapon is so weak. I really wonder. Maybe I should have tried that. I'll do that next time if I got a questionable weapon. Just Tetrasphere it into that. So there are 3 checks. Oh no, I forgot. I don't think we did silver rings. There's 4 checks left in the game. After that, we're on our own. Did resummon familiar? Yeah, I guess I could. I'll deal with the fire. Like, nah. There's nothing here. Okay, well that was a dead check. So 1 in 3, chat. 1 in 3. Oh, speaking of which, I should take this just in case. Need to come back here for whatever reason. There we go. Let's see. Got 2 checks. And gotta get down to the bottom, I guess. Is there any interesting weapons here? Is that actually shield? Oh, it's actually shield rod. Oh. Okay. I don't remember what our shield does offhand. The Axe Lord shield. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use it. I've seen people use Iron Shield, Medusa, Alucard. Not this one. Mercury's Thirst. Familiar, do all the work on Drac. I mean, he's not bad at it. He does, like... I don't know. Like, across 5 seconds, maybe 200 damage. Like, it'll take a long time, but it is consistent. It is just free damage. If I have terrible weapons like this, I would probably need it. Ooh, man, I can't even kill Bonar. Brutal. why I jumped up here. I know the right path's over here.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed!
Pace. Go on and clear the room. I have Spike Breaker on, right? Yes. One day I will try Blind Bat. Today is not that day, though. No, I'm gonna avoid checking the items over here, because I will probably just reset unless it's like something really amazing. No, it's not good. K-Rox through again. Probably make me sad. Oh my gosh, it's not the right check. Is it real? It's gonna be 50-50 between Granfalloon and Silver Ring. Brutal. We're actually 100% clearing the castle. That's kind of awful. Not sure you should try it. I was gonna say it's the devil on the chat shoulder there. Flatbox suggested. Hit it right now. Would it super? No, it doesn't. It's not impacted by super. It will add to the meter, but it will not do anything by itself. Oh, that's right. It's more like a U. Oh, interesting. I'm just doing it too quick. Fun. Please jump. Oh, okay, that's also fun. Actually, if I'm not gonna do that, I guess I could just walk. What item was that? Urcon and another spare sword. Guess that doesn't hurt. Sure, we'll do this for speed. Just gotta wait until I find the last Vlad relic. Man, brutal. I say we got MP. Should probably be doing that more often if I don't feel good about the wing smash. So I believe this is the last save, and I don't know if it's even worth save splitting this. Might just reset entirely. I don't think we got anything that interesting. Oh no, I got Power of Mist. I'll take it. Plus there's a high chance I'll get K-Relicked. Oh, I saved right before the K-Relic? Oh, yeah, that was close, chat.
And don't worry, you totally jinxed it.
Dang. So I lost basically everything. Well, fortunately I don't need Jewel of Open anymore. I still don't know where the first Vlad relic is. I know, chat was trying so hard to get me to save. I admire the effort though. The heart was in the right place. And by the right place, I mean it was cruel, but it's still funny. What did we learn last time from doing this? I think Soul Steel was okay, Tetra Spirit was okay. All those do work. The only downside with Tetra is that I have to hold still for it. Oh, Pink summoning the Super Horde. It doesn't do anything on this boss though, Pink. Just to warn you. Not sure if you wanted that to happen or not. Oh, I still have Bat. That's right. I can just Wing Smash. Or, never mind. Yeah, we were just talking about that thing. No, it doesn't work. Well, you can blame Ping on that. He burned it. That was your chance for the Super Weekend. He took it away from the chat. To let me with that makes you sad? Wow. Thanks, chat. Oh, you're fighting Waddle Dee? You've murdered Waddle Dee. Congratulations. Well, speaking of which... Hey, chat, moment of truth. Where's the boss? Or not the boss, where's the heart? Can't backdash. Oh my gosh, it was a Granfalloon? Brutal. Oh man. So I gotta go do the world tour. Jeez. Okay, let's pop up a little list. Put it to the side. I have to go to Colosseum, Holy Glasses. Underneath Dracula and upper clock. Interesting. So it's actually a lot. So everything was in the first castle? Wait a minute. It's kind of messed up. What a seed. Oh, hello. Sure. I'm so scared they're gonna hit me out of it. Oh, I'm hitting Wolf, and I'm like, I don't have Wolf. It's like, I'm like, what happened? Actually, oh, I don't remember where Form of Mist was. Oh well. Guess I'm not gonna have that for Drac, because I did not write where that is, and I'm not doing the world tour for that. It is really good, but it is what it is. Ping repenting in chat, I see. Okay, let's get to the end. I don't have a library card, so I gotta go for the teleporter. I got a Vorpal Blade, thank you. That does make things a little easier. Just immediately get crippled. Brutal. I'm gonna make sure I picked up all the items that were in here. Oh, I missed the shield potion. So because we have no library card, we do have to take the slow way back, but at least we have a shortcut. So I think, ideally, almost everything requires me to go to Olrox. Ooh, that was painful. Yes, I could get Coliseum while I'm there, Holy Glasses, Lock Upper, Beneath Drac. The only one that's really out of the way compared to the others is Grand Falloon, but I got a teleporter. It's not the worst. I was worried it would make me go to, like, the Silver Ring, and then also, like, Spike Breaker. I was worried it would do something like that. That would be very hard to manage. But that's not too bad. Also crazy they're all first castle. Which is kind of unfortunate, because that also means that, second castle has absolutely nothing for us. Well, we're gonna go around the world. Should be Castle Keep, right? I did unlock that one, just want to make sure. Or I assume. There we go, I did. We'll be using that in a moment. We'll try to get them vaguely in order. Should be good to go. And I just really hope I did not write down the relics in the incorrect location, or this will be a very long seed. Actually, I lied, it's already long. Let's go this way. Oh, I don't have Mist, though. Oh, I gotta do the Coliseum boss. Dang. Brutal. See it, but I cannot retrieve it. Well, that does complicate things.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Ring of Ares, that will be pretty useful, I think, against Shaft and Dracula. I guess I could also equip it now, it is just boss.
We need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble.
Immediately removed MP, brutal. That did speed it up significantly. Oops, many times. I forgot that that's what that did. We're good now. So we have 2 relics. We're saved 1. So I don't need to go to Holy Glasses. I just have to go to... the Clock Upper. But I mean the matchup. I also need to learn the vanilla location. If not, I think I know what the alternative is. I don't think any of them were in heat, other than the one right under Drax. Or Victor's. Go this way. I am kind of missing Wolf now, though. Oh well. Rest in peace, Wolf. I actually used you in a playthrough appropriately.
Tricks like that every day. Speed is key nowadays. Speed.
The familiar had enough of that particular monster. Thank you, Chris, for the haste. Hopefully we'll be zooming through here. I like that when you fall off, you could just hold the other direction. I don't have to like time that at all. Feels nice to do that one.
With a single breath, they appear! Here they come!
Now I think I didn't find any monsters, so I will not get hoarded out of this. I want to see what was over here. Was this the Vlad relic? It is, okay. So with that, we're only missing one, which is in our final destination. So what I should do, I should use Bat, so that way I do not get sealed off. And we go to Olrox's teleport. I think it's the play. I think that's the play. Threw the axe preemptively because I knew the horde was coming. Mostly right in the guess. Oh, he's in the floor? Why, hello there. Oh, wizard hat? That could be interesting. No, it's quite terrible. Oh, leather hat though. I like that extra defense and the damage. Now we just got to exit. Not bad. Oh, they're invisible? That's fine. You know what? That's fine. Your damage boosts me towards my goal. I'm fine with that. Respawn bosses.
That's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory.
Now what would be cruel is if that respawned Richter. If that somehow worked with Richter, that would be godlike. Oh, I got Soul Wolf back. Thank you. So unfortunately, we have to go the long way around because I unlocked all the teleporters. Let me just look real quick. So I have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. Familiars are banned. Oh man. Well, we're gonna respect that, and we're gonna go ahead and disable it. Go on now. We'll respect that. Also, I lost count. It should be keep, right? Yeah, that's keep. Yeah, banned familiars could be quite cruel, especially if I'm leaning on a fairy for easier drac. It's a good choice, because you know I'm coming up to Shaft. So I believe I have to go up the last Vlad relic, and then we go back to the first castle. Okay. Oh. Slower. Is there a certain amount of time I have to do? Or... Not sure. I have to work on the wing smash. There's something I'm not doing right at the beginning, I think. But I feel like the motion there was actually fine. Not coming out. It's fine though. Okay, so we got all the Vlad relics. Easy peasy. So we should have a shortcut to the clock room. We're good to go. Unfortunately, they're in my way. Dang. Still not far enough over. Try that again. There we go. Course corrected with some diagonals. Close enough. So I have a pretty terrible sub-weapon. Before I go any further. I guess it could still be used on track, but I'm really desperate. I mean, we have God of Vorpal. Defense is looking kind of bad. It'll be interesting. Huh. I don't know. I think my thumbs unlearned Wing Smash just now. That's fun. Oh, I thought the door was down there for some reason. Way up here. We're almost at the teleporter. Yeah. I'll save here just in case. Do endurance. Good call. Shaft is very interesting with endurance because he duplicates. The strategy of staying along the left side of the wall doesn't work. I believe that's what any percenters use. They just stay on the left wall, spam attack, and he dies. You don't even have to do any directions, to my knowledge. Just no dodging needed. He will be dead before then. But we are playing Chaos, so there is no guarantee of anything. It's all about learning the bosses again. Ooh, okay, equipment here. Interesting. Let's see what we will be going into the final room with. I think this is where I want to be. What did we receive? Take a look. Mana Prism and Grapes? Take some of those away. So, I no longer have a shield? Oof. Brutal. Guess I'll try that. Goggles, which are better than I guess what we had before. Decent armor. I still think I have my secret boss strat item. Yeah, so I've been holding this for a while. That's not too bad. And we have a garnet to make up. Might as well equip that. So I guess I just gotta get past the gatekeeper, and I guess we're okay. Oh, I spoke too soon. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, I don't have the other opponents for Wolf. Ooh. It's gonna be a bit more annoying than I thought, because I don't have a shield. I was trying to gravity jump through him. I'm not getting the input. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Fine. That's why we saved. I'm interested in that money, but not that interested in the money.
When it comes to pay, it's better to get
Goodbye my health total. Goodbye my health total. Okay. We'll practice again. It's fine. We got time. I'm gonna have to teach my thumbs to do Wing Smash again. Let's try that again. That's fine. We're already in the final castle. Just gotta get through the hallways. Gotta get through the giant swordsman. And then Shaft shouldn't be too bad. Question mark. More Dracula I'm worried about. I'm not super concerned about him. Although we don't have missed dodge. Dang. Or at least, yeah, we don't have missed anymore. Ooh, that means I can't dodge Shaft unless I do Hellfire? Oof. That's actually kind of brutal.
with a single breath.
I did not think about that.
Here they come.
The super horde. Oh, I have my shield back. Actually, this is fine.
Better watch your step.
Ripple coming in. It's a good call. It will, especially when I'm trying to leave the platform there. Does buy you time. Those cooldowns are slowly getting closer. That endurance is coming back again, so that way if Shaft is still buffed, I'm gonna deal with him twice. Wait, I'm taking more damage? Oh, we're gonna be here a while. We are gonna be here a while. Hello, Ghost Dancer. Oh, you're doing 100. Why are you doing 100 to me? Oh, you have poison. Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead, chat. The colors are coming from everywhere. Ooh, what a brutal enemy to be super hoarded. The 218? Whoa. Whoa, hello. That was interesting, Nacho. 218, jeez. Oh man. Well, back to the beginning we go. And there's still a horde going, so I could potentially get doubled. So it could be the gift that keeps on giving, depending on how long it takes for me to load in. Yeah, I was like taking like 30 damage. I'm like, oh, you know, 30 with like stone wouldn't be too bad, but I guess maybe I was still poisoned or something, or just got Exodia obliterated, chat. No chance. So I was definitely too scared to wing smash, because I could just be hit while I'm in the air. So it's like, at least if I'm putting weapons out there, maybe it'll stop them from hitting me. And then they're like, nah, perish. Let's see. Attempt number $4. Try this again. We're just gonna duck that. I need the level anyway. Go through here. There we go. That's what I was looking to do. Oh, that cripple almost got me. That was close. Would have been in that hallway again. Oh, I still have to deal with him. Ooh. Well, this will be fun. Oh, movement speed. Thank you. I guess up is not as bad as horizontal because the sword doesn't point that way. Ooh. See a gosh in there. Chat's checking all their money totals. They're like, oh, we got one last chance. We could do it. if we band together, we could do anything. If that anything is trolling. Let's go through here, chat. Okay, I finally can save once we're up here. And I do not have to make that trek again. Now it does not matter if I get K-Relicked.
Hold it!
Sub-weapons only. Brutal. Chat going in for the weekend. We're attempting to. Kirk, you might not actually have enough points. I didn't even see it. Oh, the bankrupt? Ooh. Dang, that's mean. It's actually mean. But we're still gonna go.
How very unlike. Yes, I did endure.
We'll save.
It was so hard not to laugh.
We'll save, it's fine. I'm sure chat would not let me do Dracula completely unarmed. Let's see. Let's go for Holy Glasses, Spite Breaker. Just give some stats. Hey, better. Wow. No love from the chat. Love is dead. Okay, well, we'll humor you at least with one bankrupt attempt. I'm just curious how much damage Shaft will do. We could call this a learning experience, chat. How much will he do to somebody only wearing a Spike Breaker? The cripple. Okay, well, I gotta reach Shaft first, chat.
My favorite.
I mean, like, like, just a little bit more, I promise. Body me while I'm in the Shaft room. So close. We came for blood. Oh, you'll probably get the blood in a moment.
This or we're in trouble.
Oh, I ran out of jump boots. So I gotta use the bat. This, out of curiosity. Oh, I see him duplicated in the background. That's not good. Just 80? That's crazy. Yeah, without mist? Nah, this is not happening. No way. I don't even know how to dodge this normally. Goodbye. Interesting. So what are our alternatives? Yeah, that did not take long. I was thinking he was gonna do more like 50 a hit, but no, he just straight up did 80. Yeah, definitely a +1 for the chat. So that's gonna be very difficult to clear, if I can even clear it. Think about this. Is there anywhere where we saw items that I skipped? Don't think I'm really near anything to get items at this point. I would have to check Coliseum. Ugh.
With a single breath, the pandemonium! My favorite!
Summoning the horde. Oh, what am I doing? There's nothing above this room. It's just the boss. I don't want to do the boss like. Let's go back down.
Speed is key nowadays. Speed!
And gave me haste. Guess we never checked what was down here. Is there anything interesting that would help us? Flame Star. Well, if I had a duplicator in a business, maybe. Health increaser. Dang, brutal. Up we go. Where I go. Don't have a stopwatch to check that one. Oh, Rokuro's fighting you? Oh, okay, equipment. Cool. I'll definitely save with that. I'll wait to see what it is. Oh, no. I think not enough money. So close.
My favorite!
How much did K equipment get up to, out of curiosity? See, weekend is off cooldown, but that's what I'm looking for. Chat block. Alright, there we go. I see some pity items.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't.
Got a God's Garb and a Jewel of Open. And that should be okay defense. I mean, I'll save the item. How can you convince me further? We got all of Shaft and Dracula, chat. It's okay. But I have to at least have something to at least attempt the boss battle, because that's a little much. Strongest of all armors. I think that's the God's Garb. That's better. I mean, the defense could be much lower. I mean, I think we did Dracula with like 20 defense one time. Punch them all day, it's fine. Yeah, probably not with the 30 strength though. If I had like dual Ares, I'd be like whatever, but I mean, just to humor the chat, I guess we could go see what it's like with the defense. Dracula would take forever. I'm still gonna honor the band familiar until I beat Shaft. Let's go forward. And think about, is there something else I could do? I guess we can see how this goes. Oh, I did it too fast. Well, we only do 2 a punch? Oh, no way. Oh, we're only taking 6 from that, though. That's a vast improvement compared to before. Oh, we're doing 1 damage with Soul Steal? That's gonna be something. So we have, like, all the defense in the world, but none of the damage. So, I mean, like, I should probably attempt this. It'll just take forever. Sadly, Ricochet, you're my only friend right now. Your terrible angles. I'm just gonna have to believe in you. Get to punching. I will get to punching, I swear. I just have to not die? I can't reach him with cripple though. I'm surprised I dodged that, honestly. He's starting to do some serious damage to me now. That's kind of a problem. I was about to Soul Steal, but Honest Gamer might be curtains for me. I don't think I have a good way to dodge that without miss. So it seems like some of his moves still do a ton of damage. Dang. This is gonna be a close one, chat. Ooh, down to 4. Yeah, I probably could have done it with Soul Steel, but now I definitely can't. So, let's see. Yeah, Honest Gamer, game over'd me for sure, 100%. Cause I messed up the Soul Steel input twice, but yeah, that's that's pretty brutal. So punching Dracula to death might be possible, maybe. It's just gonna be long. He at least should be dodgeable at all phases. Although I just realized I also don't have Mist to deal with his triangles. Ooh, how do I dodge that? I guess I'm gonna have to save MP for Hellfire. Yeah. Let's see, do I remember the command for Hellfire? No. I thought it was up, down, and then forward, but roll it slower. I don't think I've ever used that, honestly. Oh, there we go. Ooh, but trying to do that on demand, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I think what I'm doing is I think I'm hitting left by accident. Interesting. Oh well. Got time for that later. So we'll see what happens, chat. I'll give it a couple of attempts. It is starting to get late. But I feel like as long as I can focus on the Soul Steel, I should at least be able to beat Shaft. King is gambling.
I'm putting down 100 bajillion gold.
Give me 0 gold for a gold ring. Doesn't do anything. It's a shame. Oh well.
Better watch your step.
It's okay damage. Something like that can keep us healthy for a little while. Sub only? Brutal. Actually, Cross is doing a lot of damage. Huh. Oh yeah. I'll take this over what we had before for sure. Self I've had yet. Probably a true statement. Outside of it, I think some attempt. Oh, I actually killed him. Wow.
No!
No indeed, chat. There we go. The cripple should wear out. So I will equip, I guess, Fairy? Because I'm probably gonna die. But I'd like to do Devil at some point, just to speed it up.
Father.
Spin, spin.
We got new equipment, not sure what to expect.
Magicazam!
Okay, so I have a sword. Power increases with gameplay. Well, there's not any gameplay here.
My favorite.
2 gauntlets. Whoa, this is a stacked
Better watch your
stacked
step.
list. Unfortunately, I lost the God's Garbs. That's a little unfortunate. Oh wait, I don't have any life apples anymore. Wait a minute. Oh, my backup strat doesn't work. Well, we're gonna eat this food and pray. Oh, I can't use it because I'm still paralyzed. That's unfortunate.
Whoa, what in the world?
Behold my true form and despair!
I lost sight. Oh, I'm crippled. Oh, I'm crippled. This is really bad. Oh, no. I can't dodge him like I normally would. This is bad.
Easy peasy.
Thank you for battle orders. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm used to just walking out of his range. That sucks. Well, if I can't use Fairy, who we lost anyway, I guess I'll use Demon Card.
Pandemonium!
Also, dodging that with cripple is interesting. So I want to stand like under his thumb or something. Yeah. Dodge that. I don't know how to dodge this without it. I guess I could have hellfired. You know what? We'll take it. We'll take that really jank dodge. We'll take it. Okay, we're finally in a rhythm I'm more familiar with. Oh, I'm invulnerable. Oh, my bad. I didn't notice, chat. My bad. Okay, I guess we'll just continue attacking then. I mean, it's good practice for dodging in general, I guess. Ooh, it's about to wear off. Okay. Oh no, the cripple's active. That cripple is gonna be the death of me.
My favorite.
Okay. We're gonna have to be in bat to dodge this. Move too slow otherwise. Don't know what I can do with cripple. Dang. Super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Cripple is just really strong. Because I need to be able to air maneuver. So cripple definitely is good against me in this boss matchup. Oh, that doesn't work there. Oh, he's beat him
like
somehow. Thank you, chat.
Go back whence
Sure.
you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
Oh,
Speed is key
that was
now with
something.
speed.
I see the super haste kick again.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
I was gonna say, I definitely had pity on the chat towards the end, so thank you, chat, for the pity.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man?
Yeah,
if
I
he
got a
gains the
lot
world
to
and
practice if I want to
loses
start
his own
maining it, I
soul?
guess. If I want to do this more than like once a
Matthew
month.
16:26,
So lots of videos I have to
believe.
watch and actually practice with. So I wrote some notes in
Tell
general,
me,
things I need to work on. But
What were Lisa's
not bad.
last words?
I think in terms of prices, I think it's pretty close to what I wanted. Yeah, the economy's pretty balanced. It'll just do, I'll probably do like extremely minor tweaks, but I wanted to make it sure that people that were fresh in still had enough to do most commands. And I feel like that was achieved today. I feel like most things were spammed pretty often, and then the truly brutal ones, like the bankrupts, were on delay. I might leave some of the other ones off of cooldown, because I think some of them I started on cooldown. Like, I think bankrupt might start on cooldown, but honestly, in the beginning of the game, I don't think it matters as much. So I might take that off in terms of like just some minor tweaks. Yeah, I think you guys got bankrupt up to 5,600. Yeah, that's about what I expected. This chat was getting it up there. But I feel like everything else, you know, it takes a little bit of time, but there's a lot of options to earn the gold. Like we see the performs being done last minute here. So it looks like the chat does have a little bit of a stash to work with. So see how it is. You got some saved up for next time? Exactly, chat. That's the best mentality. Let's see. Can I finally fix Crucible now that I'm not in game?
So you made
Going
it.
forward, I could do this.
Alucard,
I'll have to test it
I'm
separately.
glad you're all right.
I think that might have fixed it.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own
Going for the
father.
last points. It's not bad.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember.
Yeah, I think
that
maybe
the
I just need
only
to
thing
toggle it.
necessary for
Maybe it's
evil
good.
to triumph is for
Yeah, thank
good
you,
men
Godchild.
to
Thank you,
do
everybody, for
nothing.
stopping by. We'll be concluding, I think, at this
understand.
point.
Alucard,
But we'll listen to I Am the
what will
Wind, I
you
guess,
do
before we
now?
go.
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
He's so determined. He's like, we will not
Don't you
meet again.
want to go after him, Maria?
No.
Yeah, thank you everybody for
best
stopping
this
by.
way.
Definitely appreciate it.
I can't ease this torment.
I guess going forward, the question is
Someday,
if I practice it a bit
perhaps, we will
more,
meet
clean it up a
again.
bit, would the
And
chat be
on that
interested in
day,
seeing this come back as
maybe.
like a staple?
I see.
Let's go.
'Cause I think we got the proof
Everyone's
of concept
waiting
out
for
of the
us.
way with some of the costs.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
Because I think at minimum we'll do another one for Chris's birthday coming up. So we'll stream on evening. I think that's a Saturday, Sunday evening. For October 31st. That'll be the next planned one for sure. But I think between then, if I have at least a week, probably just practice some basic things. Yeah, it's still not working, huh? Oh well. Well, I'm gonna turn off the chat bot for now. Maybe it'll remember what the setting is supposed to be. Because we had it working before, briefly, yesterday. But weirder things have happened, I suppose. So, chat, how do you feel about the prices in general? Was something on cooldown for too long? Is there something you felt was a little unfair? Just curious. I mean, we could talk while we're going through the credits. I think the only thing I might do is I might scale case status down slower. I like its max cost, just so that you have more opportunities to enjoy it at the low cost. You kept getting unblocked from using Weekend. Kind of. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll end up increasing the max cost a little bit. I feel like the initial costs are perfect. I will not touch those at all. I don't think there's anything I really want to tweak with it. Yeah, like the intent is the chat will eventually blow points. That's the idea. There's supposed to be like the super ones where you have to spend more time with it. I might slightly increase Horde and Endurance, but not by much. And again, it would just be max cost, I think, at this point. Because I like that... Because I think I had Horde at 600 and Endurance at 800 last time. It's like, it's not bad. Endurance I don't think is as abusable as Horde is. But I like that it eventually caps to double the earnings. If I were to move it, it would maybe go to 500 as the max for Horde, but it would be pretty close to where it is now. It'd still be lower than when we played the other time. I think Gamble is perfect for what it is, where people could try to steal the money, and then it just becomes like an okay command later on. It doesn't make sense to full charge at that point. Not sure how I feel about Honest and Subs only at their current price. Those are the ones I'm probably the most conflicted about. I think otherwise I didn't really have any issues. I feel like Cripple was getting a lot more usage, which is good. But I don't know if that means in turn I should bump the price at all for Cripple and Haste. But I did like seeing them more, so for now I'm probably not going to touch them. Could be the start of Super Rich and the game with hardly any gold. So yeah, I mean that's definitely working. I didn't want to make K equipment too expensive, so I think I'm happy with what I did with K equipment, because I think it originally went up to like 800, and then I'm like, nobody will use it then. So that definitely needed to be adjusted. Yeah, haste capping at 105 I feel was pretty fair. Yeah, no more gold, bot's gone. So haste definitely capping at 105 I think was good, because that still let you guys do like the 100-point gambles. Kind of like the bang for your buck thing. Band Familiars got used a decent amount of times. Oh, it definitely is very impactful. It would have been more impactful if I had Life Apple, but yeah, I think towards the end we got some free chip damage with the double. Yeah, Cripple on Dracula is super brutal. It's because you don't have that air mobility to, like, if you don't realize it and you jump, it's like too late. You could maybe backdash in that scenario. Yeah. Everything else was okay. Like 4 Beasts is expensive, but it's not too crazy. That got brought down. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, what did you guys think of Blood Mana? Blood Mana definitely made me stop using spells at points, so I will say it's more effective. It got used, and it made me not do things. But I think it did work in that sense. I'm not sure if respawn bosses... I don't know. In general, that one is another one I'm not sure about. I feel like that one's very situational. it's like in very key situations of like after a K relics, it's extremely strong, depending on where the relic is. But in other scenarios, it just doesn't do anything because I don't backtrack very often. That one is kind of like a mystery to me. I think the cooldown is fine, but I don't know if the price makes sense. Like, it is very situationally impactful. Whereas something like a cripple is always pretty strong. Yeah. Because that's the only reason I would bump cripple, is just because it counters a lot of boss strategies. And honestly, it's probably more deadly to me than some of the other things. Like, it was honestly probably even stronger than Thirst. Like, from a penalty standpoint. I mean, Thirst early on is much stronger than Cripple, but I don't know. Leave it as is for now. Anyway, chat, we have completed the game. Congratulations, you have done it. I can now pause chaos / stop chaos. All done. Oh, I already killed the bot. Doesn't matter. So we're going to go ahead and close all that down, and we'll talk about expectations. We're now at the end of the stream. So I think it went pretty well. I actually got spells out. Can the chaos ever truly be stopped? Probably not. So I feel like I definitely need to keep practicing with spells, but I feel like I actually landed them where I wanted to more often than not. So that's definitely a big improvement from last time. I think trying out this stick, I had mixed feelings on it. There are certain things I felt were a lot easier with the spell inputs versus the D-pad. Like, Tetra Spirit was crazy easy with the analog stick. But I actually felt kind of 50-50 with Wing Smash. I thought Wing Smash would be easier with the stick, but I actually dropped it a lot with the stick. I don't know. I'll just have to practice and figure out which one I like the most. I definitely think for Soul Steal, I would not be able to do Soul Steal without the stick. So I definitely think that actually made that spell come into play while we were playing. Yeah, it's like a little bit like they have their differences between them because it's very easy to go across quickly. Like, it's easy to do like left, right, up, down for me on the D-pad, where the stick is a lot slower. So I'll end up getting like diagonal inputs where I could get really clean cardinals with the D-pad. Chaos shall never stop. Definitely not. I don't know, chat. If you'd like it, we'll try to do it a bit more often. Maybe that'll be the chat game. Maybe we'll do votes every now and then. What we do is like a one-off on like a Thursday at the end of every month. Just going forward, we'll say, you know, this is dedicated to the chat. Do whatever you want. And by default, it'll be the Chaos Randomizer, but it could be other things. People vote for it. But for now, October's kind of a weird month, so I'm not going to start that practice this month. I would probably start it next year, I think, going forward. And for now, it'll be just practicing to get better at the game. So let's talk about expectations in general. Tomorrow, we will be doing Coldeka. Friday, we will be doing Circle of the Moon. Saturday, Sunday, we'll be doing Deception 2. October 31st will be the next Chaos Randomizer, and we have a guaranteed Chaos Randomizer, I think, on the 1st of December, because that, I think, is the first, or not the first, the second year anniversary of streaming. So I figured, you know what, no matter what day that is, we'll stream. Actually, I should check what actual day that is real quick. The Wednesday. Okay, yeah, I could stream on a Wednesday. So we definitely have more Chaos planned in the future. We'll take a little bit of a break. I won't be playing it, I think, next week. But the week after that, we'll definitely be playing. It's kind of on a random day. But going forward, maybe we'll do it on a Thursday, as I said before. It's very hard to commit to Friday, which is what my go-to instinct would have been, to just do it at the very end. But unfortunately, I tend to have production work, and I usually have to get up at like 6:30 or 6 or 5, depending on if I have to go into work or not, or just log in from home. So it's kind of hard to do a late night stream on Thursday, but we'll see where it goes. Yeah, it's really brutal. So it's like, and then sometimes I also have work on Saturday, like in the afternoon, so to go from like the Friday late night stream, also have early work Friday, then also stream in the morning on Saturday, and then log into work like 1 o'clock. Like, nah, that doesn't work. So I don't want to put too much too close to Friday. So like Wednesdays could be like a one-off one. I could slip another stream in there. I just don't want it to be like a more than a one-off kind of thing. I don't want to make a consistent like every week kind of thing because that would be too much for me. I do need a break in between some streams. So for now, those are my thoughts and expectations. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I think I did a little better this time. My Richter was much worse. I don't know what happened. I have to just revisit the drawing board. It's weird that I actually got the I got his smash move in the air successfully, and I even did his uppercut okay, but I completely botched the Dracula setup. So I gotta go rewatch things and figure that out. Just play with it for like a half hour. See where it goes from there. So anyway, chat, thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a good day or a good night, depending on the time zone.